I mean, hey, people have come to expect amount of certain class and charm and professionalism here,
Yeah.
and I'm always here to let him down. He way outkicked his coverage, and he knows it. But we're staying at the Greyhound bus station now. You may think that is kind of weird. However, they renovated the Greyhouse bus station. It's very nice, I promise. We're not sleeping on the floor of the bus station. It's a very nice hotel. All we got to do to get Irish whiskey we like is get something that'll never be sold in America. It's a 100th anniversary bottle. I got 2 different bottles of Stag Junior. I got this one and a 26A at Bevmo for MSRP. Yeah, I think summertime is a great time for some Irish whiskey, honest to God. So we're just casually sipping something that no one else can have.
Yeah, so that's a funny story, actually. I did a DNA test one Christmas with my parents, and I think I came back 94% Irish, and my dad came back 92, and he threw a fit. He was like, "I was born on the damn island. How are you 2% more than I am?"
So this week, I was very fortunate and very lucky to be adopted into the Tennessee Squire Association. And I just want to thank Eric Michaels for that, because Tennessee has just adopted me in a way that I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful to be a Tennessee Squire, because Jack Daniels is one of my favorite things. I'm so thankful to be a Squire. I'm very grateful. I hear that you get some special pours, special tours. I can't wait to go do it. I'm super excited about it. And I get to nominate someone. It's down to like, who do I nominate? Look, don't worry. We're not worried about viewers. We're not worried about any of that shit, because we're not doing it for money, but this is fun for us.
We broke him officially.
Hey, I got a hot take on that.
Okay.
I think Heaven Hill might be having the best year of any distillery. I can walk into Bevmo in downtown Oakland, y'all, and just rake. Like I could have got so much stuff there. I just didn't have enough space in my bag by the time. But literally, Weller Full Proof, Weller OWA, E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, 2 Stags.
It's just crazy over there, man.
It was just crazy.
I thought the super cut was going to be just that, and I was right. I was right.
The algorithm, I don't control. I don't pick the short. I put it through the tool. It picks the most, I didn't have time to fully upload the right intro, but those were all the cuts from last week. So what you just got watched, guys, is kind of the cuts from last week, the clips. If you didn't know, I have nominated Mack for Squire, Tennessee Squire. I'm not sure what's going on, but have we heard back?
I have not, and I check all the time.
I promise I'm not trolling you. I did submit it. I'm not sure.
I was gonna be like, that's so
why
mean.
I got accepted in less than 24 hours, and it's taking a week for you. I'm not sure if they're having to dig a little bit here.
The background check's not working well. Oh, well, now I'm even more nervous, but I'm thankful that you did that.
It's okay. We'll get you in. We're gonna get you in.
Oh my gosh. Well, what's going on, buddy?
Welcome to everybody. Happy Memorial Day. I need to load something real quick, Matt.
Okay.
Mac, if you just kind of open us for 1 second, I'll be right back. There's something I got to load that's super important. I'll be right back.
You got it. What's going on, everyone? I hope everyone is having a nice Memorial Day weekend. We just had a little members only stream where we went over a couple of the giveaways we were doing. We had a lot of fun. Those duck races are fun. That was really fast, Hack.
Yeah. So I got it loaded. So yeah, guys. So tonight, look, we like to have a lot of fun, and we just did a members only stream where we're having fun. Where if you're a member here for this channel, you have access to some really cool stuff we're doing with Gauchos, and I'm not going to talk much more about it because we're not here to attract new members, but just I am so happy and delighted we're getting to make our members or make things available to our members. But we've been drinking for an hour already, so just know tonight is going to be fun.
Nice.
But before we get to the fun, I want to kind of talk about something serious. And with it being Memorial Day weekend, I know there's a lot of people that are probably out spending time with their families and, maybe doing the barbecue thing. And so the fact that you're here, thank you, first of all,
Mhm.
because, it's not a normal type weekend. There's no work tomorrow, which is fun for some of us. We can kind of maybe have a little more fun than we normally do. But before we get to all that fun, there's something important, right? Like we need to realize and think about what Memorial Day is really about. And Memorial Day is really about remembering those that have sacrificed and have given their lives, and also remembering the loved ones of the people that have given their lives.
Mhm.
And so there's a friend of ours in the channel that like to remain anonymous, but he's asked me to do something, and I am honored to do it. And so on the screen right now, guys, I'm going to put up an image, a graphic, if you will, and I'm just gonna, I'm gonna take us completely off the
Yep.
screen here. And hopefully you guys can still hear me when we're off I think you can, yeah. So this is just a Memorial Day tribute that I need to make sure that I'm going to read these names, and these are uh, members of our armed forces that have gone too early, and we want to honor and remember them. And I'm going to read their call names and the dates, and then I'd like just to take a few moments of silence to honor them, and then we'll get on to the show. But this is how we wanted to start tonight because it's super important to us. And so this Memorial Day tribute goes out to Ozzy 76, September 2010, Tiger Shark 66, June 2011, Extortion 17, August 2011, Fox 57, June 2012, Ozzy 72, August 2012, Aerosmith 35, December 2013, Cash 15, February 2023. And we'd like to remember them with gratitude, respect, and honor. And if I could ask you guys for just a few moments of silence in honor and respect of these fallen soldiers that gave everything so that we could have freedom, because freedom isn't free. Cheers, everybody,
Cheers.
to the fallen, and may we remember them for what they gave to us, and just a cheers and a toast to them. And thank you so much to my friend that shared that. He will remain anonymous, is because he wanted the focus to be on the fallen and not on him. So I won't name him, but just know that you're loved. And if you're a member of our armed forces, we appreciate you. We
Absolutely.
can't say thank you enough. As someone that didn't serve, I'm deeply grateful. And so thank you.
Same. Yeah, no, thanks, Hack. That was and for the person that won't be named for that, um I think I have definitely been guilty in the past on these Memorial Day weekends back, just grilling out and having fun, and I think like there's a reason that we do that, and it's because of them. We're able to do that, and this is just it's really important to do. So, thanks, Hack, for taking time to do that.
No, absolutely. And hopefully if you have a loved one that you've lost or a friend that you've lost, hopefully we can have a moment tonight, not only to honor them, but also let's have some fun, and let's,
Yeah.
because I gotta think that those fallen, they would want you to go on. They'd want you to have a full life and enjoy and not forget. And we don't forget, but that doesn't mean we're not going to have fun tonight. So we are. And
Mhm.
so thank you
Yeah.
so much for sharing those names. It was my honor to read them. I don't deserve to read them, but I deeply appreciate that opportunity. And so thank you for that. And yeah.
Cheers. Um. Well, Hack. Speaking of this country,
Yes.
um, this one. Do you have this bottle by any chance? This the 250th Evan Williams here?
I don't yet.
Okay.
I've heard there's two different versions of that. You've got a version that is lower proof and a version that's higher proof. Which one did you
Oh,
get?
really? I've got the
Yeah.
117. I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah. So yes. So there is a lower proof version of that. So you got the good one, sir.
Oh, good. Well, we cracked this last night, and for 39.99, I was wowed. I mean, we were wild on that. So, but anyway, yeah. if you guys find this and you want just a solid budget pour, this is one. And I think, yeah, I mean, also, how many? I think every bottle now, sorry, every brand's coming out with the 250th. Are you going to collect them all, Hack? Should I
I'm
collect them
gonna
all?
try. Hey, real quick, I gotta do something real quick. I realized I didn't set the wheel tracker. I thought I had it set earlier, but I guess because we went live and then we went live again.
Producer's got it running. She said,
Oh, she does.
yeah. She can
I
send the
love
name.
you.
She can send the name.
Naomi, I'm married happily for 27 years, but I'd like you to know. I
Hey,
love
now.
you. I love
Hey,
you.
now. Hey, now. Hey, now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can have that love. Oh, and I just see a few things I need to call out real quick. Mac, I will answer your question. I'm sorry, but Candace said I can mention his name. So those are friends of our friend Warren. You may see him in the chat as Crab Coach. I would not mention his name without that opportunity or without that okay. But those are his friends that he has lost, and I'll let him share stories that he feels comfortable sharing. Pump to the 5 USAF friends I flew with who gave all. Cheers, Pump. Yeah,
Cheers,
to those for sure. And I think I've got one more here. Oh, Andy, happy Memorial Day all. Wes says, cheers to all the fallen heroes, ready for gauchos. Jeremy Dirks, cheers all. So I've caught up on this on the super chats, but yeah, guys, look, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna have fun, but sometimes, you know, we just when a friend reaches out, and I am just honored and grateful to be able to do that for you, Warren, and love you and Candace both. You are my family, and you mean the world to me. If there's anything I could ever do for both of you, you know I would.
Cheers.
So that 250th, right?
Yeah.
You know that I have the Pegasus bottle, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I may grab it here in a minute, but I love that bottle. Like, I think it is amazing. Like, for an Evan Williams product, I think it's almost 11-year single barrel.
Yeah. Yeah. And we put these next to each other last night. And
oh, you did. What were your thoughts?
I honestly was leaning towards the 250th, which is
Oh, really?
crazy, but like, anyway, so I think it's good to always be able to point out, like, some of these, you know, with so many things now, with like the upcoming Wild Turkey Gold Foil, which I cannot wait. I hope to get one. $400 MSRP. When you can find a $40 bottle that's so good, we got to talk about it. So,
well, this is not my hero's bottle, but this is a Nashville Bourbon Social Club, which I'm not in yet, Mac, just so you know. But this is a fantastic version of Jack Daniels. Like, it's from Rickhouse 1-1, so it's from Tanyard Hill, and but it's a bourbon. It's 136 proof that does not drink that at all.
Yes,
it is like, it's got a caramel payday note on it. It's got a little nut on Jack Daniels, which I know is not maybe that common, but
yeah, sometimes I get a little nut on Jack Daniels.
Thank you for the way you said that, sir.
That's going to be clipped.
Poor Chase. Hey, thank you, sir, for the $5 super chat. So just real quick, guys, I'm not going to back up on the chat tonight because we're already running a little late. But tonight, these are our super chats. I don't even know if I have it loaded. I'll probably have to fix this as we go. I'll fix it as we go, but I think I need to load Nightbot so it's correct. Nightbot might not be accurate because we did an hour before this, and I'm all out of sorts. But tonight we're going to have a Sagamore 10-year batch 2A, courtesy of Foot Doc Tim. I want to call him out. He found a Sagamore 10-year he's giving away. I know, Mac, you found one too.
I found an old 9-year. So this is an old pick from up here. It's a 9-year pick from a local store too. So this is going to be a giveaway. What's
the proof on that one, Mac?
Proof on this one is 110. So 9 years, 110 proof. And look at the color on this thing.
That's beautiful. I know. Awesome. As well as, I think Anthony, unless I'm mistaken, he can correct me if that comes on, but he is generously and kind enough to a lot of the Sagamore samples that we're going to go through tonight. He's going to make those available as well in a sample pack and send it out to you folks. And so we're going to get Anthony up here pretty soon, but that's our super chat tonight. And I'm going to fix Nightbot for a second. Okay. Mac, you kind of cover for 2 seconds here.
Yeah. So another pickup this weekend, and was just cracking this earlier on the members only stream we did before, but the Bowman rye. And I know probably most people already saw me do this, but I was going to have this next to the Sag tin, just to kind of see what it's like. But this Bowman rye was their special release. I was lucky enough to win that lotto. I've gotten lucky the past. I've won. Well, no, I didn't win the cast strength lotto, which would have been the one I wanted to win. But I won the Hungarian lotto, and then I won this one. Went down there, and I don't think the stills were running. I don't know what's up, Hack, but the stills were not running today.
You know, this is a very hot. Hey, speaking of a guy that runs a little hot sometimes, our Irish friend Matthew, super nice guy, but he runs a little hot sometimes, and he runs hot about this because you guys did a tour, and he felt like they were not exactly honest with y'all.
I mean, yeah, it just seems, I think Matthew, he's a bit of a conspiracy minded fella. But I
think,
and I'm not at all. I would never. Producer just needs to quiet down over there. But yeah, no, every time I've been, the stills aren't running, someone's out for vacation, whatever. There's this whole thing Matthew seems to think, and sorry, Matthew, I don't want to speak for you. Maybe it's other people that maybe Bowman doesn't distill anything. And I didn't say that, and I don't believe that, but some people have said that. And it's just ridiculous to even think that. Anyway.
JG has once again taken to.
Oh no, what is JG doing?
Yeah. I'm saving it. We'll get it up, Jay. Because tonight being Memorial Day, it's a party. We've already been partying. Look, we're gonna, yeah. I'm when the time is right. He loves you. Do you know that? Like, do you know what the form of flattery, like the form, you know how much that man really loves. I've watched that movie Obsession, and it was super scary.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Jay could be obsessed with you, sir.
JG, flattered JG.
So he's got a special pic of you hunting seltzers. So
hunting seltzers. Maybe I should do some seltzer content. Maybe I get more views on mine, Hack.
We're not worried about views. We're not worried about views. All right.
Clearly, I'm not.
So I think we've made our guest wait long enough.
We have, yeah.
If we can get him up here and have him join us now,
yeah.
So delighted to have him. Let me add him to the stage real quick, guys. Welcome in Mr. Graveshot, aka Anthony, aka the Palate. Welcome.
Oh.
Thank you for being here, sir.
Well, thank you for having me. I make sure that I get the
look at all that Sagamore.
Yeah, I got all my massive collection here in the background for everybody.
Here, I'm gonna put you big screen so we can see it all real quick. This man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
There's nothing but Sagamore up there, sir.
Oh.
There's a couple bottles hidden in the back of other things that Sagamore distilled, but as an NDP. But ultimately, what you're saying is all Sagamore. Yeah.
I am. Yeah. I knew you had a lot, Anthony. I did not know it was like that.
Oh man, I'm a rye fanatic, and they got me good, and they continue to get me good. So.
Well, so we'll get into some Sagamore. Before we do, I just want to set something up because we started something that we haven't done in a while, and I'm so glad that we're doing it now. And we have talked forever about getting you on, Anthony, to do this. So thank you for being patient with us. But we do this thing called Superfan, where sometimes we think it's way cooler to get someone that knows a ton about a certain distillery, a certain brand. And really have them share their fandom, why they're such a fan of the brand, and really dive deep into it. We've kind of gotten into having a lot of folks from those actual distilleries or master blenders, but Anthony, thank you for being here and being a super fan for us. And I'm sorry we took us so long to schedule, but can you just start with something real quick, like why Sagamore? Like, why is Sagamore so important to you?
Well, for me, you have to understand, I came into whiskey through rye whiskey. It was a very weird kind of tangent. Most people come through bourbon or scotch.
Yeah.
For me, I think I want to say around 2017 or so, I got my own place. I
Mhm.
was looking to, mature myself up with what I'm
Yeah.
drinking. No more of this vodka bullshit. So I went to the liquor store and I'm like, hey, what's good? He's like, hey, do you want to drink something that makes you feel like a man? I'm like, well, that sounds great. Great salesman in the world.
Hell yeah.
And he gave me this bottle of 1776 rye whiskey, which, if you know, is MGP rye that's been proofed to 100 proof. Easy, cheap rye whiskey. And I'll give him credit. It was hard to drink at first, but you put it on some ice,
Yeah.
water it down. I'm like, this actually has a certain appeal. And over time, I just put less and less water and ice into it.
Yeah.
I got really into that rye flavor,
Wow.
and then and then it was like years of this, right? And then I come around 2021 or so, and I discovered some of my favorite local liquor stores, and one of the brands that they put me onto was Sagamore Spirit. And truth be told, the actual Sagamore Spirit rye tastes better than 1776 rye to me, because they have a good blend of the MGP rye. It was a nice extension. It was a little sweeter. I'd been getting into bourbons at the time too. And then it just captured my attention. And then, like any good product maker, they just keep making special limited editions. So like tapped in my collect them all kind of mentality, and they just never quit. Like they just constantly producing, and the result is all the stuff you see behind me.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. I've never heard. Hack, have you ever heard of anyone starting their whiskey journey with rye? I don't think I have.
No, but I mean, I also,
awesome.
I think this is the thing too, is like, dumb Texan here, right? Like long way from Baltimore, but you guys and Mack included, look at my shirt, right?
Oh
Represent.
yeah. Rep the
I wore this on purpose tonight because the first time I ever heard you talk about whiskey was on 21090, Anthony, and you were so intelligent. You knew your spirits, and I just was soaking it all up because I'm still learning so much, honestly. And then I got to read some of your whiskey reviews that you did in the 21090 chat. And Todd and Andy have been great to us. And you are someone that I've really, and I don't think I've shared this with you before, and I mean it, but I've looked up to you as someone that I feel has an amazing knowledge of whiskey and spirits. And the fact you've jumped into our group and hung out with us some, I'm really, it means a lot. Very grateful. And then, Todd's called you the Palate because
that's the nickname.
You've been on a ton of picks with them. And I just, so what I'm rounding that out to is that I don't know much about Sagamore. I mean, I've had a Sagamore double oak. I've had a Sagamore 9-year pick, but this is really you teaching me. So with that said, like, let's start at like 5th grade level, because that's kind of what I need. Like as we get into the samples, I'll pull them out here. Like, where do we start? What do we do? Like, I really want you to educate me tonight, because honest to God, I this is, for me, Sagamore is not something I know a lot about.
That's
also
fair.
Anthony, really quick, I just want people to see this is the best package.
I want to make you big, Mac.
The way that these were packaged, and anyway, it's just perfect. So you've clearly sent a lot of samples out, my friend. Great job.
Yeah, he sent 2 of them.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, not to interrupt you, Anthony, but I think Hack, your question was, where are we starting? What are we doing? Is that what you were saying, basically, to Anthony?
Yeah. So like 5th grade level, how do we start? And then educate me, Anthony. Like, where do we start with these samples? What should we do first? Like, just lead us.
All right. So definitely we got to start with the white rye.
White rye.
So for those who aren't familiar, Sagamore in 2017.
I thought this was White Dog. It's white.
I thought it was White Dog. Yeah. Which is it?
Well, it is White Dog, but it's specifically Sagamore distilled.
Oh, wow.
Rye whiskey. It's a blend of the 95.5 as well as the 51, or actually it's 52 for. What is it? 44. So like the thing that's the claim to fame, the most important thing you have to understand about the way Sagamore does rye whiskey is that they are very much along the lines of they're trying to get to a sweeter version of 95.5 while still retaining the depth of 95.5. So like they fell in love with the MGP 95.5 mash bill, but they wanted it to be a little bit more. And I
Okay.
think they did that through blending. And they decided that because they can, make a specific blend, that's what they're going to do. And usually what they do is they actually age those whiskeys in different barrels. So they don't blend it at the distillery. They blend it after it's all aged in the barrels, and then they bring it together. But what you're tasting right now is the blend as if they just blended it straight instead of what they ultimately did with the aged product, which we'll get to. You're tasting it as is, and this is the most essential version of Sagamore.
Anthony, I almost get a little sour note on the nose.
Oh yeah, like a sour plum kind of thing.
Yeah,
It's very
like a
fruity,
sour
floral,
fruit.
too.
Like a sour fruit. I don't know. Like,
Oh yeah.
Wait, so Anthony, is this their distillate and the 95.5 MGP distillate blended as White
Oh,
Dog?
no, it's all Sagamore's
all
own
Sagamore.
distillate, but they distilled 2 different mash bills.
Okay.
So they distilled the 95.5
Got it.
mash bill that we're familiar with, and they also distilled the 51, 44, 5,
Ooh.
yeah,
Got it.
MVP mash bill, right?
And maybe just really quick too, because maybe a lot of people don't know this, and we shouldn't assume you know this, but 95.5, Anthony, is. Can you just explain that at a high level?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So 95.5 is this 95% rye, 5% malted barley recipe that MGP made famous. Specifically, what's his name? Bill.
Oh man,
I got a note over here. No, Larry Ebersol. So Larry Ebersol at MGP figured out this mash bill, and it's now the most ubiquitous MGP rye mash bill for a reason. But Sagamore wanted to introduce, and actually they worked with Larry Ebersol to develop this particular blend.
okay.
Because they didn't want to just repeat what MGP had already done. They actually had him on board alongside the current head distiller. We can talk about Ryan Norwood for developing the taste of the product, and they very much keyed in on this kind of flavor, right? Very much, and this is, and you really, if you're, while you're tasting this, you're really getting to the core of this fruity, spicy kind of thing.
yeah, I was just gonna say, I get black pepper at the end on
Oh
this.
yeah.
Floral.
In fact, one of the things that one of my friends who used to be a distiller, Sagamore, wished is that they allowed this stuff to ferment more, because they could actually probably pull out a little bit more of a fun, funky vibe that would be like appealing into itself. But instead, they just made this as a kind of a one-off product to get them started, just showing that, hey, we're actually making our own product here, even though we're sourcing everything else you're about to receive from us.
Interesting.
So yeah,
It's interesting that they, because I've seen the Buffalo Trace White Dog little bottles, right?
Yeah.
And then it's interesting that they do a full-size bottle of this white rye, they're calling it.
Yeah.
Do people take that and do home experiments with it, Anthony?
I haven't heard of anybody buying enough bottles to do a home experiment with it. It's no longer available. It was only available.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
This is kind of like an introduction to like the very beginning of Sagamore,
Wow.
Sure.
It opened its stores in 2017. This was part of the special stuff that they were releasing at the time to really capture people's attention. But the bottle that came out before this was their MGP rye blend of 83 proof. What few people don't know, though, is that MGP that they used, they didn't buy fully aged barrels. They actually had MGP contract distill all that stuff and barrel it for them in 2013. That's when this company was actually founded.
Okay.
And they didn't really get going. They got going immediately, but we didn't get rumblings of it until 2016 when they did their first official product launch. Is the 83 proof rye that they had for quite a while. You know,
Interesting.
yeah.
Well,
And the whole
place to start.
company's interesting to me, just from a logistics thing, because it's like this one billionaire decided, like, originally, and actually, another tidbit. Who here knows what Sagamore Spirit is named after?
I don't. That was going to be one of my questions.
I should know, but I don't.
I'm going to leave that open, see if anybody in the chat knows.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Even
like
in the chat, no. Like, what were they
I'll
originally
leave
named?
that a lingering question.
I was just there. I should know this, but I do not. This is really interesting.
So, Anthony, like, how far do you live from the distillery?
25 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's awesome. So you probably been there a few times.
Many times. Many good times.
Do they know you by
Sometime
name? They know you by name when you walk.
You know, they used to. We can get into that in another later.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Well, we how many? So we have 10 samples here. Is that what I'm?
Yeah. So 8 of the
buddy.
samples are Sagamore samples. 2 others are just, you guys can enjoy them whenever you like.
Oh, cool.
That's very
That's nice
kind
of
of
you, man.
you. Thank you.
Um,
So what should we do next, Anthony?
So the next one, now that you have a taste for the actual normal Sagamore White Dog, now it's time to try it with some age on it.
Hell yeah.
And we're going to try this next one, which is the 4.5. It should be the next in line of the samples.
Okay.
And keep in mind, you don't have to, you shouldn't need to feel obligated to drink the whole sample or pour it out, just.
Oh, we're doing it all, baby.
All right. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Thank you tomorrow.
No. So Penny's proof.
Jay says something here that
Penny.
I didn't know. He says he wished Buffalo Trace was still with Sagamore. That was a thing?
Okay. Beer Bike at Bourbon Run. Got it. It's Sagamore Farm.
Oh, really?
So that's what Sagamore is. I can go over that if you want me to, or we can get into this pour.
Yeah. No, get into that. We'll pour this up and let it rest a minute.
Okay. So Sagamore Farm is famous for its thoroughbred horse cultivation. And Kevin Plank bought the farm, and specifically with an idea of, getting the thoroughbreds, like getting that whole thing. Billionaires love to have horses and play in that game, right? So what's more interesting is that originally when Kevin and what's his name? I'm trying to remember my notes.
Nice nose.
Bill McDermott. When they were originally tossing around the idea of Sagamore, what they originally wanted to do was a vineyard. But at the time, the wine market was crashing, and or at least it wasn't doing as profitably as they thought. In the future, from them, they came to whiskey, and then they discovered Maryland rye whiskey.
Yeah.
And then they were like, well, we have this farm, we have this particular brand. If you remember the 3 diamonds that you've probably seen in pretty much every, those 3 diamonds are in pretty much every bottle. That is actually the symbol from the Sagamore Farm thoroughbred racing.
Makes total sense. I always thought those looked like horse racing symbols. That totally makes sense.
Yeah. But those symbols even go further back, because those are actually the symbols. Like if you look at the Maryland flag, they have like these like diamond kind of things in it. So it even kind of goes even farther back for that.
That's cool. There's
The
nothing I
Maryland
love more
flag.
than like the history stuff. That's cool.
The Maryland flag has a lot of things going on in that flag.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
also, can we also say, I don't think there's a flag more beloved by people from a state than the Maryland flag. Like y'all,
Okay, bro. Like easy.
Whoa! I will put it up against Texas because of the uniqueness of the Maryland flag and how everyone loves it. But I'm sorry, Texas is about to come after me.
We about to get in. Okay, all right. Look, we'll parking lot this, as they say. Yeah. Hey, so Penny Proof. Talk to us about what this pour is, Anthony.
All right. So Penny's Proof was one of like the brainchilds of another character in the whole Sagamore thing, which is Brian Tracy, who's probably the most important person when it comes to Sagamore.
See, I'm the idiot that said it was Buffalo Trace. BT, Brian Tracy. See, this is how much little I know, sir. So thank you, Jay.
Yeah. Brian Tracy is the like the spearhead that got Sagamore with the identity that it had. You can thank Brian Tracy for a lot of these things. For example, the fact that the bottle is this diamond shape and it,
It's a
conforms
cool
to
bottle.
everything. Brian Tracy had a lot of to do with that. And it's even weirder because if you look at Brian Tracy's history, you would have never expected him to become a head of a distillery, because he was like, for like 13 years, he was like doing a tour guide business over, I forget where. And then he came over to, because he was like childhood friends with Kevin Plank, because they met in the suburbs and stuff like that. And the whole story is kind of crazy that this whole thing came together. But he did a great job, I think, of really pushing the brand, really trying to make it to be really interesting. He was also a very humble guy in the sense that he hired a lot of smart people to make the brand. So
that's great.
A lot of flag talk.
So this one's 83 proof. We're sipping on 4.5 years.
Yeah. So the pennies proof was a special thing that he did basically every year, starting, I think it was in 2019, or was it? No, maybe it was 2018. Well, you could buy 3 200 milliliter bottles of young Sagamore rye. If you all you had to do was come and stand in line for 1 penny. And it was an annual event that took place for
awesome.
along I want to say it was about 5 years.
Wow.
Because so they started with a 2.5-year-old, then a 3.5-year-old the following year, and you're tasting the 4.5-year-old, and then they reset it 2 more times, and then they cut it.
So for a penny, it was a penny for a pour.
It was a penny for 3 of these.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Yeah, 200 milliliters.
So that's better than my nickel. That's better than my nickel penny pitcher nights we had.
I know, right?
Like that'd have been dangerous.
Just to say, they did it when it was cold, and people would come out and stand in. I was one of them, standing overnight to get this penny rye whiskey.
Awesome.
So, I really like this one. I think, I can definitely taste, I like that we started with the white dog and the white rye, and then the barrel impact of 4.5 years. This is, I think 4.5 years, no one would call this old. You can definitely taste you can still taste some of that youth, but this is a solid offering, and it's got, the floral sort of like, there's a bit of acetone note in that white dog, like every white dog has a little bit, and you start to that barrel starts to round that out, and it just turns into this really nice fruity floral thing for me.
The most interesting,
just again, I'm going to ask the dumb questions all night.
Sure.
So sorry, but this is their own distillate.
This is, I wanted to start with stuff that they distilled, so this is
because I know it, and that's what I want you to help me when we get to the point to where it wasn't their own distillate anymore. Like once we get through the samples, like kind of point that out, because that's a question I always have, is when I see some of the Sagamore stuff in the store, I'm like, and then I've heard Todd and Andy and you guys a lot, and Mack talk about like, this was their own stuff versus, so like I'm completely blind to that. So once we get to that, please like educate me. But I like this one. What's next, Anthony?
We got the straight rye 7 years. Are we still rolling through this, Anthony?
Okay.
So maybe before you do that, I think if we can just do like a 2-minute high level on the importance of rye up here, Anthony, like from a historical perspective. Everyone knows about the bottle and bond, or maybe not everyone, but like I think a lot of people know about bourbon, but rye and the history of rye in this country, obviously we could do a whole episode on that. But can you just kind of, I assume you know this, Anthony, being up here, maybe give us just like a high level as we jump into this too.
So you have to understand, like when we first came to America, right? The distilling we did was very much geared towards what we had on hand. So according to historical records on American soil, not talking about the Caribbean, the first recorded thing that was distilled was brandy, supposedly. However, it quickly became much more lucrative to distill rye. Why rye? Because people are not a big fan of eating rye, right? And if it's spoiling, you don't want it to spoil. It's a more dependable grain that's hardy. There's a lot of harsh winters that happen in the north. Rye is a northern grain. We populated the north much sooner than we did the south and the central country where corn would come into play. So rye was a very important grain, but to make the best value, to make sure there's no spoilage, they need to do something with all that rye. And lo and behold, rye whiskey was where it was at. Now, there was all sorts of stuff. You want a 2-minute version? So rye whiskey was distilled by George Washington, who made it pretty famous. It was the most popular spirit in America for the longest time. The thing that actually killed rye whiskey in popularity, hate to say it, Prohibition. A lot of the rye whiskey houses did not make it through that specific, didn't have the connections and stuff like that. So a lot of rye whiskey was done.
Interesting.
Was prevented
That's really
from
cool.
continuing. And then we get into the 60s, and then bourbon has its own problems. And then now we have this revival of rye whiskey that was spearheaded, believe it or not, by MGP. And it's interesting because like rye whiskey has gone through many different changes over time. Because there's different ways to make rye whiskey. There's like the Canadian way where you distill it to all kingdom come and make it barely a ghost of its former self. Or there's the way that, you actually leave it with some flavor, which is the American way, of course.
I like your objective. I like your objective way of speaking of Canadian versus American. Right.
Totally objective.
It's interesting to me too. My simple mind thinks like Sagamore is one of those that I've always saw them as a rye brand. Like that's like my view of them. And then now it makes sense of like where the beginnings are, that, and also, the respect for the amount of time that they've been doing things and where they are in the country. Obviously, all those colonies, that's where our history started as a country. So it makes a ton of sense. I think one of the things I love about the whiskey hobby as a whole is the fact that there's always a history behind everything. And when you start to unravel it, it's super interesting to me and it draws me in. Of course, I like to have a few beverages with, but at the end of the day, I love the connection to American history. So that's awesome.
Straight.
So let's get into this one, Mac. Let's do this.
What is
this bottle and bond? This is a 7-year bottle and bond. Is this their shelf everyday product, Anthony?
No, this was again another special release. I think
damn.
It was, released in 2024. This was actually kind of interesting in that this was the first year they did not do pennies proof, and they were just trying to still curtail kind of favor with the local community.
Damn, that's good.
Oh yeah,
damn.
Yeah. And this is a really good progression. You go from from 4.5.
Yep.
This is a fruity rye, and it's oh man, that's good.
It's only 7 years too. 100 proof.
This is their own distillate. You can't get this anymore either, right?
Oh, you can still find places that have it. Shoot, I think even DMV Spirits has it.
Oh yeah. And mash bill again, Anthony.
This is again a blend of 95.5 and 50. I think they 52. 44.4. I think is the second. They never publicly announced what the second barrel or mash bill that they use.
Okay.
But it's they've suggested it's just a slight variation on the MGP mash bill for the low rye whiskey. And basically, they blend it to make it to where I believe it's between 2 to 3 barrels of 95.5 for every 51% rye barrel that they use. So they're going for a specific kind of ratio to, that gives it the character that you're tasting.
It's
But
awesome.
yeah, few people know that specific ratio.
Yeah, I'd never heard
how
that.
Sagamore
No,
blends it.
dude. I get like this Apple Jacks thing on this, man. It
Oh,
reminds me, like, I love that cereal as a kid, and it's just like an Apple Jacks. Like,
It, and for a rye, this is starting to get, you think with some people talk rye and some people do not like rye. Some of those notes being dill or some of the like coriander, some of the more savory. You don't quite get that. You get a little hint that is going there, and then it kind of goes back to a fruity thing for me.
yeah, I haven't got any dill though on this yet.
Here it goes. Here we go.
Sorry, had to. Okay, no, but seriously, like Apple Jacks, it's a very
like
sweet
that note.
berry. It's a sweet berry apple. Like, it's just tons of fruit on this, man.
Yeah. I also got some nice pine on that to balance it. A little
Oh, yeah.
herbal nature on top of the
Yeah.
sweetness.
I like that one a lot. A
And
whole
it's
lot.
that's a great way that we started, Anthony. Obviously, like I love that. We tried the white dog, we tried the 4.5, tried the 7.
So now we're doing a double oak rye next, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. So I thought it would be fun also for y'all to taste the double oak rye as it was first made, which is a 4.5-year-old double oak rye. Well, let me point it out for the people at home.
I love it.
Yeah.
The amount
So I
of
got-
Sagamore.
So I got, this is the batch 1B. This came out in, I think, the end of 2017. This batch might have been in 2018. This actually used to be a distillery exclusive at Sagamore when it first came out.
Holy shit.
Um,
See,
I
I had no idea how special.
Yeah, you're getting spoiled, Hack. We're
This is
getting
awesome.
spoiled. Like this is
is 2017 batch. So I'm guessing too, Anthony, like again, taking us back to the simple side, these batches, when it's like 1B and then there's numbers on these, the people that are deeply in the whiskey nerd side of Sagamore, they might have certain batches that they're like hunting after and they're special. Is there a secret code here?
not really. Thing with then, if you want to get really nerdy about the way Sagamore does whiskey, I can tell you how they actually produce their rye whiskey if you want to spend a couple minutes on that, but it'll be a couple minutes.
Well, I mean, we got nothing but time. It's Memorial Day weekend. We're
fair.
deep into the pours, so yeah, let's have it.
All right.
Nose.
Well, make sure we're all right. Let me go ahead
And this may
pour
tie into this question too that we just got from Beer Bike Bourbon Run. Insight on why they blend instead of just doing a single mash bill.
Well, that's very straightforward in that if you have a whiskey and it's interacting with the barrel, right, the actual chemistry, it actually does matter from the compounds of what's in the distillate, and how it interacts with the barrel. If you use a different mash bill, you're going to get different chemistry in the barrel over time. By leveraging two different mash bills for two different sets of chemistry and then bringing them together, you develop something wholly unique. And that was basically what Sagamore was trying to do. And the longer it goes, the more unique it would be. Right?
Interesting.
So
I love this color.
Let's talk about how corporate whiskey gets made. So a lot of people like to think that, there's some guy at Jim Beam or some guy at Michter's or somebody that's like tasting through barrels, studying the barrels, somebody like Nancy Fraley who's really, dialing in the particular preferences. That's not how they actually work. So MGP created a system that Sagamore basically copied, but most major distilleries use this kind of system. And the system is a scoring system. So what they'll have is all their distillers are trained in tasting a certain way, specifically tasting from a score of like 0 to 1, or not 0 to 1, 0 to 10 on a spiciness scale, a 0 to 10 in a sweetness scale, like generic qualities that you could ascertain from a whiskey. What they do is they have these batches of product. They take samples from these products. They have their distillers score them according to a system. So you've got like 20 something, 30 something. If you ever wondered how they make these giant batches and make a product out of it,
Yeah.
they just have a team of people scoring these. Then they create an average score, and that average score goes up against a template score that was made in the recipe's creation. So if it gets in within a certain range of all these certain elements, that's going into the batch. It's ready to go. They're not actually doing like a whole lot of final quality control. Like, this is how Jim Beam Black Label's made. This
Right.
is how pretty much all modern whiskey, they never talk about this, right? But it really is, they have a scoring system that they just have a group score of people who have been trained to taste specific, like vague kind of things. And then they just aggregate them and they create a master score for it.
So Jimmy's not tasted every barrel of up there in Wild Turkey, Anthony?
I hate to break people's fantasies about how legendary his liver is, but that's a lot of Wild Turkey that they make.
No.
That he got
So I couldn't help myself because I was nosing this double oak and I couldn't help myself but sip it while you were talking.
Sure.
And this, my friend, does not taste anything like the double oak that I have in there. That is way more recent. Like, this is super special, crazy good. Like, it is intensely.
Which one are you tasting?
We're doing the double oak rye batch 1B.
Oh, you like the 1B? Okay.
Wow,
really?
Chance. There's
'Cause
zero
this is
chance.
much
This is
younger
only
than the
4.5
one-
years. Zero chance.
It's much younger than the one you have, Hack, probably.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
And
you say
it's so good.
If you're talking about the 1B, it is just definitely, it's 4.5 year MGP rye that they contracted, that they then used the wave stave barrels. And the wave stave barrels are kind of special. For those who are not in the know, the way Sagamore does double oaking is very different than everybody else. Or not everybody, but most other places, because they make custom ISC barrels for this double oaking process. And originally, it was only meant to have the rye whiskey inside the barrels for about 6 months. So they, that blend I was talking about, that 95-51, well, they blend that together, then they toss it into this second wave stave barrel, which is
it's
basically
a specially made ISC barrel.
Yeah, and what's special about it is it has these grooves in the actual staves.
Oh, they're grooving it. Damn it. So this has some of that groove taste that I get on Cooper's Craft, but it's way better. But it also has, I thought this kind of tasted a little bit like some Spanish oak. That's exactly, I was going to say this has like a Spanish oak thing, which opens up those pores in the wood. Like, I'm serious, Mac. I know you're not believing me.
Wait, Hacks. What? Okay, my guy over here saying it tastes like. Are you? I'm impressed. Sorry, I just
no.
Like,
I was like, the oak impact on this for 4.5 years, it doesn't make sense.
I'm impressed, Hack.
And my guy here is talking about grooving the wood, and I'm like, okay,
what is
when you groove the wood, you're getting to open the pores in the wood, and it's
what is grooving
guessing
mean?
that's
just
what
more
happens?
cuts, Anthony. Just more cuts, like more surface area.
So if you can imagine, taking a router bit and just driving it through a stave to create a square, and a little square indentation, and doing that over and over again in a tiny kind of way. That's what the wave stave looks like. And then they of course char it, and it's ready for double oaking.
Yeah, no, I like this one.
So this seems like an insider question, and I'm on the outside, Mac, and Anthony, you might know this. Is the extra aged double oak batch number rumor true? So I don't know what the rumor is. First of all, tell me what the rumor is, and then tell me if it's true or not, or if you know.
The rumor is that the current crop, including what you currently have as sample 8AV, is actually close to 9 years of age. And I can tell you that with pretty good authority that rumor is true.
Ooh.
So
Wait,
I put a general age on the sample, but I did a little more research and got a more definitive answer on that.
Ooh.
So to bring it back to 1B, 1B was a 4-year straight rye blend that was aged for 6 months in a wave state barrel. Very tasty, But the problem is they're not selling through Sagamore Double Oak Rye fast enough to maintain that particular recipe. So now the most recent batches, I should say, until they run out, that's actually a 5 to 6 year blend of straight rye that includes Maryland distilled stuff. So like it's now a blend of both MGP and Maryland distillate that they put in the barrels and have aged in those wave state barrels for close to 3 years. So that's an 8 to 9 year double oaked, where 50% of its aging was in the wave state barrel.
okay.
Interesting. Okay.
That makes way more sense because when I saw 4.5 years, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, now, and maybe keep rolling because we've got a ton of samples to get through.
Yeah, we'll keep
Nothing-
moving. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But
I got
this-
it's my fault.
This double, no, we're good. This double oak batch AV, is that 8 AV? Is that the
Yeah.
next one, Anthony?
Yep. I just
This-
wanted to showcase the difference between
That's
when
great.
it first started and where it is now.
No, this is
I
perfect.
love
This
that.
is
This
this is the
such
kind
a
of stuff I'm going to clip
education.
back on Spotify and I'm going to listen to it like 2 or
I
3
know.
times and I'm going to learn so much because what you're downloading to us, it's hard for me to take it all in when we're live, but this is what I need and you're doing perfect. So thank you. Hey,
Yes,
real
thank-
quick, Terry Powers says there's a certain northern NDP that has done quite well with some of Sagamore's experimental barrel. Who's he referring to there, Anthony?
He is referring to probably, if I were to guess, some of
I
your
love this so
fellow
much.
whiskey friends, kind of
Yes.
friend,
The Evernorth.
Junkies.
preferring one of these.
I love it.
The
Oh, man.
junkies, who have gotten some exceptional
Some-
rye whiskey from Sagamore.
Were you up there for that 210 pick, Anthony?
No, I didn't
Okay.
have the time to go. Alas.
Okay. Well, that they had that cherry rye. Did you get that one
Yeah.
from 210? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, the cherry rye was MGP though.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
They have a lot of different good stuff there.
Man. Well, Hack, if you like this one, if you liked 1B, wait till you.
Okay. I got to pour it up. Sorry. I know we got to keep moving.
So while we're talking about this, Anthony, I think I've told some people, someone recently texted me, and I'm sure you get this all the time. Hey, I'm going in, I need to buy a new whiskey. Want to try something different. What's for this price, like 60, 80. And I've been saying, try the 10-year, and we can get there later. We don't have to talk specifically about it, but like we talk about Sagamore on the shelves. And then also maybe Hack, can you add in too, and then in the chat, the availability of Sagamore, like what's out there? What should people be kind of looking for? And Anthony, I know you've traveled a lot too, so maybe you kind of know what's out there too.
Yeah. So one of the benefits of Sagamore being started by a billionaire who's trying to make a lot of money is that he invested a lot of money into pushing Sagamore into every market that would take it. So for most people, and I have experienced this myself, Sagamore small batch, Sagamore cast strength, and Sagamore double oak rye are the ones that you should be able to find with little to no effort. To a lesser extent, the 10-year is being pushed like you wouldn't believe. That you should be in every market, but it might be allocated in some markets. It might not have made it to certain smaller markets like Alaska or something like that. But even that I don't know. But like they are pushing very hard to get get Sagamore everywhere in America and now across Europe. Which we could talk about the Di Serono purchase.
Here's how I feel about Sagamore as an idiot. It's like when I'm walking past the Irish whiskey, like I was talking to Matthew. It's like I see a bunch of options out there. I don't like this is why I needed Anthony. This is why I love having a YouTube channel, because I can bring someone on that knows everything, because I'll clip all of this, I will save it, I'll put it on Spotify, and I'll come back and I'll be like, because when I'm out traveling, I see Sagamore a ton. Like it's here in Texas. I saw a bunch in California. You know, obviously the East Coast, I see a lot. It's everywhere, but I don't often know when I'm looking at like, because usually it's not just 1 or 2 bottles. Like there is 7 or 8 Sagamores that I see, and I'm like, okay, what do I buy? And I don't know what to buy. I bought a 9-year store pick that I liked a lot because I got to try it before I bought it. But like for me, it's in a lot of places. But I also am very nervous as a buyer, because I've heard you guys that know way more about the brand, that live closer to it, talk about like what's good and what's not. I don't know how to determine that.
Yeah. And it's hard to talk about too, because Sagamore is trying to compete with the major brands. They're trying to compete with Elijah Craig Rye, Pikesville Rye. They're trying to compete with Michter's Straight Rye. They're trying to compete with every Kentucky rye that you've heard of, every MGP rye, like Old Ezra 7-year. They're like, hey, our cast strength is cheaper and better. Come on, try it. You know, up to personal opinion, of course.
Yeah.
But that's what Sagamore's struggling with, in the sense that they're really trying to carve out that identity for themselves. And they have a very distinct rye flavor. They're not a sweet rye, so they can't win over the Michter's Straight Rye folks.
Yeah, that's true.
Or the Pikesville Rye folks, or even the Russell's Reserve Rye folks, which I think, you know, like that's a really good rye. But
yes,
it doesn't taste like Sagamore rye, and you gotta like find it out. You gotta test it out and find what you like. Like if you like, and that's, I think the one good thing about Sagamore is that they've owned the very herbally, you know, strong rye flavor. Like they're not trying to shy away from it. They're just trying to tinge it with a little bit of that 52% rye to just give it a little bit more palatability. It's one of those things where I would recommend everybody at least find a Sagamore to try, or at the very least, even if you're a super bourbon drinker, try the double oak rye.
Yeah, the double oak rye.
That's where, that's 100%. You just nailed what I was going to say, is like these 2 double oaks that I've had, to me, as someone that's getting deeper into ryes, if you'd have rewound a year ago, I was very sensitive to certain rye notes, and on these, they're very bourbon friendly, like both of these. But do me a favor, Anthony, compare and contrast the batch 8 AV and the 1B. Like what's the differences and what we're seeing? And one of them says MGP plus Sagamore, and the other one just says MGP. So tell us what we've got.
All right. So with the 1B, you know, you got the younger rye, and that's all MGP. And you're going to still detect some of those rye notes, you know. So if you go looking for it, you'll get a little bit of that pine.
Mm-hmm.
You should also get a little bit of like coffee, chocolate kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
I did. I got almost like tobacco, chocolate, espresso.
Oh yeah, yeah. And you should also get a little bit of spice and herbally qualities on the back end. Like it's very diminished, but if you go looking for them, you're probably going to find them. But it's a very light experience, all in all. Whereas with the 8AV, you're going to taste some oak.
Yeah. It sets higher on the palate in terms of tannin, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The double, I have, I kept saying for the longest time, you know, double oak Sagamore rye. If you don't have it, get it. If you're a whiskey drinker, get it. Like it's for the price and for the quality. It's special. Even if you're not a rye drinker, it does it. And what's the difference in this batch versus like a shelfer right now, Anthony? Or is there not much?
So the 8AV batch is a later 2025 batch. Okay. And I don't know when they switched to the younger stuff. They got younger stuff. They got stuff because I think their ideal is actually to have it age for like 18 months in the wave stave barrels. But having them sit there for close to 3 years, even for them is a bit much.
Yeah.
And another thing that I've often seen people ask me, because I know everybody asks, why haven't they released a cast strength of the double oak? Number one question when it comes to double oak.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, the double oak straight out of the barrel is pretty hard to drink.
Is it?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why?
I didn't believe them. I honestly didn't believe them until I tried it. I'm like, oh no, this is tannic as all
Wow.
get out.
Really?
Like, I mean, it makes sense because there's so much barrel impact. Now, what I do wonder is if the 4.5, like the 1B, if I had tried that because it only had 6 months of aging, I wonder if that would have been more palatable. But like these 3, close to 3 years in the wave state barrels out of the barrel, man, it's palatable. You can drink it, but it's just there's magic that happens when they proof it down in 96.
Interesting. Okay.
I would say they could, let it be a little higher, but they've stuck to the 96.6 proof.
Oh man.
For
I'd love. Can you try that on a tour, Anthony?
No, you have to know a guy.
Know a guy.
Knows a guy.
I hope I know.
That do a favor for, and then they smuggle something out that shouldn't have.
Got it.
I am not going to talk about any people that may or may not have ever worked at Sagamore on the stream. I'm going to protect all my sources. Just saying.
Do it. Yeah. Well, that's good to know.
Hey, Mac, you've got to be a plum smuggler.
We're just gonna let that one.
You got to know people. You got to know people. All right, Anthony. Next up, the Moscatel finish. Right?
Oh yeah. So by the way, Anthony, it seems like we're about to go into finish level because I'm looking down at this next box, and yes, I did just say another box. That's what
you have a box with
3 more Sagamore.
No, I'm saying we have 2 boxes from Anthony.
Yes. I thought you had something.
No.
Okay. Yeah. No, Moscatel.
But I see a ton of finishes here. So,
first of all, let's do this. Let's do this for the simpletons like me. What is Moscatel?
Moscatel is a kind of wine thing. I'm not even sure myself, to be honest with you. I didn't do my research on Moscatel.
No, it's okay.
I
think Mac is a wine guy.
Like
he probably knows.
Isn't it like a dessert wine?
Yes, it's supposed to be like a fortified wine. Yeah.
So,
hey, chat, if you're listening and you haven't completely tuned out because we're getting nerdy. What other bourbons or whiskeys have a Moscatel finish? I'm trying to think of others.
Does Barrel do one? I feel like Barrel does one.
There's been a few. Like Woodinville made a very famous Moscatel finish.
Yeah.
Kraken
Cat. Muscatel is a sweet white wine. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kraken Cat.
Yeah.
Oh, I like the nose.
It's like Muscat grapes going to Moscatel wine.
Oh, there you go.
You a Muscat grape guy, Hack? Hack? Are you a Muscat grape guy?
I was just out in Napa, right? And they had all these wine classes. And I was the bourbon dude, right? That's hanging over in the corner. But I want you to know this, Mac.
What?
They had this nosing competition for the wines.
What?
Yeah.
Did you win?
They had like 50 people do a nosing competition for the wines. Guess who won?
No. Did you? That's my guy.
So it's because like they had 5 different wines and they wanted the prominent note in each. And it took me, honestly, because as much bourbon as we drink, because I think what happens is we have to smell through the ethanol. As a wine drinker, there's not as much ethanol. So I feel like it's like preschool. Like it's so easy when you're nosing wine because you're not.
To all the sommeliers out there, my guy William Hacker just said preschool. All of the work that you have put in.
I'm 100% an idiot for saying that. Thank you.
I love it. I love this so much. You better clip this. I will clip this. I will find out how to do a clip, and I will.
Thank God you know how to run the channel. Thank God.
Anyway, Hack, that's awesome.
I did win, though. I did win.
I do get what you're saying. Where like because I like wine as well, and it's a very different thing where you're not struggling with the ethanol, like you are. I mean, that's kind of the simple part of it. But anyway,
I
good
did
job.
realize I just sounded like a complete douche just now, which I apologize.
No, you did not. Maybe not.
All right, so Anthony,
All right,
let's talk about the Moscatel finish. Let's get into it.
Yeah, so this one's it was I believe a blend of 4 to 5 year Sagamore or MGP rye that was then placed in a Moscatel barrel for half a year and and released. And I actually did it was one of the big first initial pops of like, oh, Sagamore's doing interesting things. So I think, what was it? Whiskey Advocate gave it a 96 on their rating scale, which is pretty good. So, and people were still reading magazines in 2017, I think. I don't know. But yeah, this one I really like, and I actually had to hunt this one down because they did 2 versions of this. They had the Distillery release, and then they released it weirdly to a store or Total Wines in Connecticut, and you can actually drive to Connecticut and buy these.
That's interesting.
So I actually made the road trip specifically to pick up as many of these as I could.
That is a real super fan.
No, that's how I knew I was in, because I was like, an 8-hour drive a 6-hour drive to Connecticut for Sagamore. Sure, why not?
Dude, I love it. Do you see Ernest here? Oh, cheers, Terry. Thank you for that.
Oh, I just found it. Sorry guys, I missed this earlier. I apologize. Lance, thank you. Lance is going to add to the giveaway tonight, guys. If just a quick break, Anthony. We've got I was about to call him by his real name, but Foot Doc has a 10-year batch 2A. Mack found a 9-year store pick. Anthony's doing some samples, but also our guy Lance is going to add to the giveaway. So we got 4 giveaways tonight. I'll donate an AMJ pick from Sagamore from 2023.
Awesome.
So first of all, idiot, not from the East. What is AMJ?
I don't know.
Is that a local store, Lance? Tell us, because I don't know what AMJ is, but I'm gonna guess it's a store.
Awesome. It's probably a store.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Thank you, Lance. Thank you so much, and thank you, Terry Powers, for pointing that out because I missed it. Thank you.
I do like the sweet component of this finish with the blended rye, like it and then like the Anthony, as you were talking about the wait, is this double oaked? No, it's not double oaked. Or it's double oaked, but it's double oaked in the Moscatel.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It doesn't come off too. I was a little worried this would be too sweet, but it's good.
This gets into the cigar blend vibe for me. Like it's it's got those rancio things. It's got those fruit notes. It's trying to attract you. I'm not like it's a different kind of fruit. It's not like plum, but it's something between like a plum and like a pear.
Maybe like a grape.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Do either of you get maple on this?
Oh,
I do right there on the end.
Now that you say it.
Yeah, as soon as you said it, I got it. Yeah, it's got a maple. It's a syrup type thing. Yeah, for sure. Man,
I'm looking at this next one, and I'm
a little afraid of this one.
I'm a little worried.
Look,
this is where it's a shame Bourbon Bill's not watching this, because this is where me and him part ways. As the other Sagamore super fan.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
No, Bourbon Bill does love him some Sagamore.
Oh, he's fighting the good fight. He's one of the only whiskey tubers who will give Sagamore a proper due.
That's true. So we're talking about a mezcal.
So this one, guys, for those of you, this is a mezcal finish, which I've drank straight mezcal several times.
Oh,
some of those times, I might have been near the Spirit World Vato, if you know what I mean.
Well, we were
and then
both.
Different times I've had it more recently where I'm just drinking it, and it's I like mezcal. I like a good, especially and this is a good segue. One of the best mezcals I've ever had is from Oaxaca. And there's Jay West. on Saturday released a rum that it's an amazing story that he tells about like traveling through Oaxaca and going up to this like, and I'm all in on that, man. I'm all in on Jay's rum from Oaxaca, but this I don't want to steal from the Sagamore show, but like I had an incredible, and I wish I could remember the name of it. I got a picture on my phone.
I love it.
I had an incredible mezcal from Oaxaca.
Oh, was it a mezcal? Okay. Yeah, well, all mezcal is from Oaxaca. Like that's their, just like all tequilas from Jalisco.
Oh, well, then that's why it was awesome.
Yeah, I was saying. If you ever want to do a show on mezcal, as you know, I'm probably not the mezcal expert amongst your fans. But I'm just saying, like I've got my fair share of mezcal, and I love it. Like,
is it to the level?
You just have to prepare your mind. You have to go into it going, this is going to be smoky. It reminds me of drinking Garrison's.
Yeah.
Where you got to go into it knowing there's going to be a prominent note. And with a lot, I haven't tried this yet, but with a lot of mezcals, it's smoked. It's like it's going to be smoked, and you've got to know that going in. I'm going to pour a little more.
I am not so I'll be interested. I'll just be honest. I'm not a big mezcal guy. I don't like the smoky quality of whiskey. I'm not a big Scotch peaty guy. And then mezcal is not my thing. But anyway, I'm excited to see what this does. So Anthony, let us, as we get into this, tell us about it.
All right. Well, this one, do you get any barbecue notes?
Oh, immediately.
Yeah.
Whoa. I also get green pepper.
Mm-hmm.
I get like jalapeno. I immediately, my brain went to
that's
bell steak,
pepper.
Like fajita steaks with peppers sizzling.
Yeah, this is this is like a fajita platter.
When it's coming by and you're like, oh, well, I need that. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I actually like this, and I mean, this would definitely be mood for me.
Oh yeah,
right? Like I'm not cracking this every day.
No,
but it's also sweet and like syrupy.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that note? It's honey, but it's different. It's like
agave.
That could be it, my friend.
Yeah, agave syrup.
Wow. I really coffee. A little bit of coffee note.
Yeah.
Man, this takes me back to San Luis Potosi.
Wait.
Fucking
same.
Dude.
I was gonna say that, Hack.
No, I lived there for 2 years, bro. Like I
did. Tell me about it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make
no. It's okay. It was a long time ago. I was in my 20s. I lived in San Luis Potosi for 2 months. I was learning the language, and we got to tour all these mezcladores, which are like the factories where they make different mezcals and tequilas, and it just smells exactly how it smelled walking in there. It's a memory, right? Like there's so many things you drink that are a memory, and like I've done some crazy shit in my life.
I know. We'd have a special episode of that. No, but Hack, my guy Hack here is fluent in Spanish. A lot of people may not know.
We may be fluent in Spanish after drinking this. This is special, Anthony. This is really
thanks,
cool.
Anthony. What are your thoughts on it, Anthony?
A lot of the same thoughts that y'all have. It still has the pepper of the rye. It definitely has. There's a nice interplay between the green pepper and there's this herbally quality that the rye brings. This just scratches an itch for me. There are a few things. And I wanted to give you this because I wanted to show you that not all agave finished Sagamore is terrible, because if you're ever forced to drink the tequila finish, my sympathies.
Not good? Okay.
It's one of the worst Sagamore finishes that are out there. I hate to say it.
Mexico prison days. Yeah, Jay, that was rough. I made it out though. I
really now want tacos.
Right?
Like I really do with this so bad. I want like carne asada and like
you need to come back and have the video with me, like that I took you to, bro. Like El Compadre.
I still talk. How often do I?
Bro, when I took you to El Compadre,
I mean, how I still talk about El Compadre like once a week, don't I? Yeah.
We've got some good
Try this.
food here. No, this
All
one's
right.
cool.
This one is, yeah. So we were actually both of us have been in, well, you were in Mexico like 48 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I was there like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I saw William Hall asked me what was I doing in San Luis. So I'll make this story short because I don't want to make it long. Is that I got to the near end of my college career and they said, you need to pick a minor. And they said, all right, here's some options. And one of the options was Spanish. And included in that option was they were going to pay me. And remember, I'm broke college kid. Both my parents could not afford to pay for college. I was paying for it all. They said, if you'll go to Mexico for 2.5 months
and
teach
take this
math,
package. Oh,
yeah.
no, like if you could bring this package across the.
No, wasn't that.
I'm sorry, Hack.
I didn't have to hide any gerbils. There was none of that. But they said teach math in San Luis Potosi for 2.5 months and we'll pay you for your next semester. And I was like, yes, in. And then I proceeded to go there. I stayed with a host family, had an incredible time, taught math to Spanish students and got immersed in the culture, learned Spanish, and then also drank a shit ton of tequila and mezcal, like a lot. And it was amazing. And that was in my 20s. That was a long time ago. Anyway, story time with Hack. I'm sorry.
All right, Anthony. How are we? What?
You got one sample left. You got
one
the
more?
maple.
Okay.
Oh, we just have one left? Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're doing good.
Maple. Is it the maple cherry?
Oh, this may be. This is maybe my spirit animal.
This
Maple
might be-
cherry finish. Oh,
Yeah, this is the one that caused many a problem amongst local whiskey communities and local liquor stores.
Oh wow.
This just to give you the story, this was released the week between Christmas and New Year's when everybody was gone. So unscrupulous tater MFers decided that they were going to buy all of them up and basically deny all of us Sagamore fans from being able to procure bottles unless if we wanted to pay a $100+ tax.
Ooh.
So these guys, it caused a whole, like, the local whiskey community went nuts.
fuck those guys. First of all.
Oh yeah. Oh no, man. Like, names were taken. People were kicked out of forums. Like it was rough.
Wow.
But like, I mean, if you're gonna like take something for the express purpose of just to sell it,
That's right.
You're gonna rub people the wrong way.
Sippers, not flippers.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
I love the nose on this, first of all. My God.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
This is a community favorite. It's a yeah, it's the first, and this is special because this is the very first collaboration that Sagamore did with local liquor stores, specifically Allview, Drug City, I think Angel Fair. And they wanted to do something special for the local liquor stores because they discovered after the acquisition Di Serono did of Sagamore that they're basically ignoring of the Maryland market was really hitting their bottom line, and they like corrected course. And this was their fig leaf to get the local liquor stores back, is that they allowed them to make a custom blend, which they've been doing for the last 3 years now. And this is a maple syrup cask Sagamore rye blended with a cherry mead, or is it cherry randy? I can't remember. And it is one of the favorites of the local community.
Oh, he's going sport mode. Sport mode.
My fucking God.
I almost went sport mode. I never do.
Jesus, Anthony. These are not available anywhere, right? Like a man cannot acquire these.
Long gone.
Whoa.
You can't even find them on the aftermarket anymore.
Oh, well, Anthony, thank you for sharing.
My God.
Thank you for sharing this, Anthony. Thank you.
I thank you for giving me that. This is
They need to do this. When did this happen, Anthony? When did
This happened at the tail end of 2023, or like the intermedium,
So
2023 and 2024.
we are 116 proof. You say I have 5 year plus 1+ year on mine, Anthony. What does that mean?
Yeah. So I was trying to specify. So there's the actual blend, and there's only a limited amount of space to print on those things. Is basically 5 to 6 year Sagamore rye that was placed into the maple cask, which only had it for like 6 months or something like that. But the cherry brandy cask had it for like 2 years, maybe something like that. It was a long time. And then they blended it as what you're tasting right now. And this is, of course, I think this is actually cask strength at 116 proof.
Oh wow!
So, yeah,
I just cannot get over how fantastic.
I know
is.
I knew Hack would.
I cannot fucking get
jam.
over. Like, this is my spirit animal whiskey. Like, it is fat kid whiskey with cherry, and it's
viscous.
It's like a finish that is perfect. Like, it's not. You know how some finishes stand on the top and they don't permeate through the whiskey.
Yeah,
this finish, both the cherry and the maple, they are all the way through the pour, and it is, God Almighty, this is good, man.
You couldn't do this with a bourbon, like it
I
would
don't
be
think so.
too
No.
right. The rye
it'll be a little bit. It'll be a bit much with a bourbon.
It gets at the very end. I will say it almost gets cloying, but it comes back, and the rye spice rounds it out. It is a dessert pour, but it is very well done. I'm liking it. It'd be nice to have a bottle.
My God, that's good, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck those Swickers, by the way. This is great.
Man, they just ruin everything. I have to say though, this is kind of like where I part ways with y'all in preference. For me, this is a little too sweet. I'm not.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like I'm not a huge fan of honey finishes. Maple finishes are a little dependent, and this one's just too sweet. But I do appreciate the complexity it does have.
Yeah.
Actually, there's other blends that are done. The Cherries Jubilee blend that is a blend of like another cherry brandy, but also the port finish. That one's a little interesting. And this is a good moment to talk about just the ridiculous number of finishes Sagamore have done.
Right.
Like there are like 6.
Here, let's make you big screen. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me talk about this for a sec. There are 6 bottles of beer finish that I have in my collection. Not exhaustive. There's plenty more out there. 3, like an Armagnac finish, 3 different cognac finishes. What else we got? We got the mead finish. How many mead finishes you hear about? Then we have the wine finishes. You got the sauternes. You got the port. You got the Cabernet Sauvignon. And then of course you get to rum. You have rum. Then you have rum agricole. Of course, the tequila and mezcal finishes y'all try. And then there's the blends. Sagamore's done so many finishes, and it's like so few people know that they've gone that crazy. Like it's like Starlight, but if Starlight wasn't widely distributed. I'm just saying.
This is why when I stare at the Sagamore shelf, I'm like, what the fuck do I buy?
I know.
See, and that's the thing. If you go to big cities, they'll have all these fucking bottles, and you're like, what the fuck am I supposed to buy? You know? Because it's like, oh, is the rum finish good? It's if you like Jamaican rum, it's decent. But the rum agricole, of course, is amazing. But the port finish is fantastic. It crushes Midwinter Night's Dram. Like I've not seen a single person blind Midwinter Night's Dram against Sagamore port finish, and Sagamore not coming out on top.
So let me ask you this too, real quick, because I see this one occasionally, not all the time, and I'm a big Calvados fan. Yeah. How is the Calvados Sagamore? What's your opinion on that, Anthony?
It's good. I like it, but it's not their shining moment.
Okay.
Like their Calvados is not.
What's the best finish they do other than what we just had, the maple cherry? Like what's the best?
The port finish is probably the one I'd most recommend. The sherry finish, of course, was a big favorite. PX sherry casks blended quite well. I think SLB Drinks made it like one of their top favorite finished bourbons or finished whiskeys of that year. The Manhattan finish is really good. Yes, I agree.
I have the Manhattan finish over here, and I'm a big Manhattan guy. It's it's good.
Yeah.
So Anthony, to kind of close this out a little bit, and we're happy for you to stay on as long as you want to stay on, but also just like you've done a fantastic job, by the way, of curating and taking us through like Sagamore, but like so you've kind of told us what to start with, what to look for, but do you know anything about what they've got coming? Like what's new? Is there anything on the horizon? And also I asked you this and I forgot to like, how do you tell when you're looking at Sagamore whether or not it's their own distillate or it's an MGP? I'm folding a lot of questions in there, but I'll land there.
All right. So for Sagamore, if you want to know if it's distilled by Sagamore or MGP, it's very easy. They're very forthright on the back of the bottle. Look for distilled in Indiana or distilled in Maryland. If it's distilled in Maryland, it's distilled in Sagamore, you're good to go. I would say that most of the stuff coming out in the future is going to be Maryland distilled. They're trying to move completely away from MGP.
And when was that barreled, roughly?
Which one?
The Maryland distillate. Like, how long have they been barreling now?
Oh, they've been barreling it since 2017, since they opened distillery.
Okay, so we're getting around that 9-10 year.
Correct. They have 9 and 10 year barrels. They just aren't using them yet because for whatever reason they're not using it.
Have you got to sip any of those? Have you got to sip on any of the 9-10 year stuff?
Yeah, so I've sipped on some of the 9 and 10 year stuff, and it is really good. And here's the real soul crushing thing about Sagamore. They're not releasing their best stuff. But when they do, you want to take notice. I've had 136 proof Sagamore. That shit is ridiculously good. I don't even know how to express the amazing quality of their 95.5 at 136 proof and if you look at the Sagamore warehouses, they have different aging levels just like normal warehouses. Get one of those top floor 136 proof 7, 8, 9 year barrels. Holy moly. That is
Mack, your bathroom break, you missed. Anthony's tried. Oh, are you coming back?
Sorry.
No, Anthony has tried 136 proof Sagamore that hadn't been released yet.
Of course. Oh my gosh. Incredible. Yeah. Incredible.
And this is where NDPs like Evernorth or Pursuit come in at clutch because they'll bottle that shit and I'm
gonna do the same thing you did, Mac. I'll be right back.
Okay. Sorry, Anthony. We've been rolling for a while.
No,
so
I get
you're saying that the NDPs, Anthony, are able to? Are you saying like they're aging them, whether it's like a hotter climate and it proofs up, or what do you?
Yeah, so like Sagamore has a good range of temperatures, which is very good for
it's hot as hell in Baltimore.
Yeah, it can be, and it can get cold, which gives it that big temperature variation, right? And they have some really high proof stuff sitting in their warehouses that they're just blending away.
Oh,
which is so sad. But NDPs are getting a hold of them, and Sagamore is currently working to try to make that stuff into some kind of product, some special product. So down the line, you might be seeing like 130, 135 proof Sagamore blended rye for maybe the 10th anniversary, maybe. We'll see if that actually... But the problem with Sagamore is that right now they're kind of on a weird spell where they're just not trying to capture enthusiasts as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Like under Brian Tracy, they were very much trying to like get as much on top of the community as they could. And now it's like they're trying to recapture that. They only just like last year jumped on to doing barrel picks locally that are pretty good. The 9-year barrel picks are often very, very good, sometimes great. The barrel pick I did was, I hate to say it was great, you know.
No, you got it. Yeah.
But Sagamore, like for example, their bourbon. We didn't even talk about their bourbon. You know,
Yeah.
they've been contracting distilling bourbon for other people, but at the same time, they made their own bourbon. The 6-year bourbon, one of the best bourbons that came out last year. You know?
I have not had that one yet, Anthony. I can't find it.
I should have sent. I should have.
All right. All good.
I thought y'all had it already.
All good.
Did y'all answer this question from Jay? You try the Sagamore Double Oak Cask Strength?
Yeah. I mean, we did talk about that briefly
Earlier on. Yeah.
Not bad.
Tannic as hell. You know?
Yeah.
And then Randall, thank you, Anthony, for your wisdom. Your nuclear bunker is well stocked.
Yeah.
I'm going to make a Sagamore bar one of these days.
I was about to say, like, this is just, I've never, we have some fans who have a lot of stuff. I've never seen this amount of stuff from one place.
No, I don't think, like, you could never, ever get a better, I mean, the definition of super fan is probably beyond, but like,
yeah.
And also just the intelligence level, the knowledge level, like this is ultimately amazing for us. Terry Powers, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience tonight, but also your reviews. And that's something we didn't touch on a lot that I kind of touched on in the beginning is that, and you've dropped some in our Discord, which I'm grateful for. And I want you to know, like, please put any and all that you will, because I don't know that there are many people that do whiskey reviews to your level, sir. You break down a whiskey that is in depth, intelligent, but also it makes sense to me. But also I've learned your palate a little bit, and you were right. Like our palates are a little different. Like I am going to lean into the sweeter notes. But at the same time, that doesn't mean you lose respect for the other person. I just know, but I love reading your reviews. So like I just think that's, and Mack is a big fan of it too.
Let me add one more thing, and I think this could be a perfect closing question for you, Anthony, which Anthony, by the way, has done a ton of barrel picks. If you have a great single barrel, Anthony's probably been on it. And my first ever barrel pick was with Anthony at Chattanooga. I drank whiskey for a long time, but I'd never gone on a barrel pick. It's a different experience if you haven't done one. It was awesome. I learned a ton. I think, Anthony, your content on these blinds should be paid content. Like you should have your own, like the fact you put that out on 21090, they need to be paying. Tell Andy's got to cut you a check, and then we will too. But we
will too. How are we doing that?
Hack's gonna figure that out. But here's the thing. How do you do a blind, Anthony? What's your approach? And then maybe like a final Sagamore thing, because that is, I really think people need to hear that, because I'm super impressed. Yes, I'll shut up.
Okay. So how I do a blind, basically I approach blinds in that I'm trying to trick myself to make it to where I have as least bias as possible, because what I'm always trying to do is get through the BS and just experience whiskeys as purely as possible to determine what I enjoy. One of the things I had a big problem with WhiskeyTube was that people would tell me certain things would taste so good or so much better than this other thing.
Yep.
And it just doesn't actually add up when I blind it.
Yeah.
You know, like one of the biggest ones for me was like Chateau de la Baude Bardstown Bourbon Company. Everybody said batch 1 is better than batch 2. And then I blinded it, and batch 2 crushed batch 1, which for the tatery whiskey crowd is sacrilege to say. So to me, I'm like, from that point forward, I was like, I got to do my own assessments.
Hell yeah.
And stuff like that. So what I use is opaque Glencairns. I have these gold Glencairns. I mix them up. I have a very strict system. I use, between tastings, I use saltines as well as coffee beans to reset my nose and palate. And I spend a good amount of time really experiencing the whiskey. I don't go fast. When I write those reviews, those reviews take like if it's like a big eight
Yeah.
sample review, holy shit, that's like a whole night. That's like 5 hours dedicated just to drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
So I can take notes. I'm not getting too drunk while I'm drinking it, and I'm taking the notes diligently as I'm experiencing it to create this. And then once I'm done with that, when I come back to it in a couple of days, then I taste them again and I try to compare them, to see what else do they compare against? Like, what is the experience I'm getting? Part of it's also just trying to convey to people, like, hey, this is what I like, and this is how I feel it differs, and these are the tasting notes that change. And and don't get me started, like, tasting things in sequence changes the taste of a thing.
100% does. 100%.
Like, people don't realize just how much of an impact what you tasted beforehand has on what you tasted after it.
Yep.
That's
so.
No, you're 100% right, and I love the serious approach you take to it, and have an ultimate amount. I can't express to you how much respect I have for what you do on those, and man, so I just want to say too, like, thank you for doing this with us tonight, Anthony.
Yes.
I'm excited. Hopefully I get to meet you in person sometime soon, and we get to hang out and drink some whiskey together. Man, thank you for doing this with us.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. And again, for anybody interested in Sagamore's doing great things. I'm always happy to chat with Sagamore. If anybody wants to, like, say, hey, is this good? Is this not good? Or whatever, I'm more than happy to give you my opinion. I haven't even talked about all the things I don't like about Sagamore. I'm only talking about what I like. So more than happy to spill the beans, as it were.
Does Graveshot have a YouTube channel? He should.
Alas, not. Unfortunately.
No.
Well,
here's the thing. Like, us idiots that do YouTube, you're way better at this than us. So.
Absolutely.
But here's the deal, though. I really enjoy listening to you, the education you provided, and man, this is so cool for us. Really cool experience. I'm sorry it took so long. One idea I got, just going to put it in your head, is, I don't know anyone at Sagamore, whether it be their master distiller. I know you do, but maybe at some point we can do a fun kind of thing where but I know maybe there's a story there too. But like, I want to like, we did this with the Pursuit guys, right? Like we brought Kenny on and talk, but like, one of the things we talked about in the past is like connecting the super fan with the actual brand after we do the super fan. But I always want to do the super fan first, because I love hearing your perspective. And so thank you.
Get the real perspective.
So
thanks, Anthony.
Anthony, we appreciate you, buddy. Have a good rest of your Memorial Day weekend. Cheers. Thank you for being here, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
All right. Thank you.
Dude, that was awesome.
That was really cool. I mean, he couldn't have curated a better way to walk through it.
It was perfect. I will say, if the White Dog is such a great place to start. If you haven't had that from a distillery, I think most time if you go on a tour, I think a lot of tours do the White Dog.
Yeah, but not many places sell it
they don't sell it in like
in a 750 milliliter bottle, by the way.
I will say the best White Dog I've ever had in my life is Chattanooga, which I think Anthony is there with me.
I kind of feel what he just did to me is he gave me a bunch of stuff I'll never get.
Well, that's great.
Which look, I am eternally grateful for. It's not, but like at the same time, I've had some Sagamore. None of it tasted like that. Like, this is fantastic.
Well, and I know we're kind of winding down from that.
Yeah.
But this,
and by the way, hey, real quick before we wind completely down, and you put that up, Naomi, if you have the super chats ready to go, I do not have those, so just be ready to copy paste.
It's on her screen.
Yep.
I will say right now, this thing's out. Anthony was talking about the 10-year. And by the way, we're not paid. Like, we don't get anything from Sagamore. We didn't even. I don't even think we didn't even at them that we were doing this.
What's funny is you even think that people think we're sponsored.
Well, I'm not saying, but like, Most people are sponsored, Hack. We're not getting that shit.
They are not. Most people are not sponsored.
Or I don't know. The people anyway. And I don't want to be, but I'm saying like this 10-year product is great. And it's out there. Hack, do you have this one?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've seen it out. I just didn't grab it. But like you're saying, how would you compare? Here's like, no, that's not fair. I'm not going to do that. Like, but do you think that 10-year rye? Oh God, what would be a good comparison? I don't want to compare it to Nashville November because I don't think.
No, they're different.
I mean, I'm sorry against Navidad, but because it's a lot more age, right?
Well, it's 10 years, so but it's
what's a good 10-year rye? Oh, Michter's 10, right?
Well, yeah, but you can't. I mean, they're just different. Let me actually. Can we? How about this? We just. Anthony's still sitting there. Can we just get him on for one more? Anthony,
yeah, we'll bring. If he's one, I'm gonna.
Okay. Sorry, okay. Anthony. One more question because I did. Maybe we'll end on the 10-year because I think people can get this. What are your thoughts on it? And then Hack's question of like comparing it. Thank you for still hanging out with
us. So the Sagamore 10-year was probably my best value rye of last year, and it is immaculate and great, and all things fantastic.
Yes.
What do you want to know about it?
Well, so Hack was like, he doesn't have it, so he's like, what could you compare it to?
What would you like if I don't own that one? What would be something that would be a good comparison?
Well, it is a very fruity, sweet rye.
Maybe look at the barrel strength.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what would be a comparison that would be appropriate.
I know you look.
I mean, it is MGP rye, just well blended. Do you have much experience with Old Ezra?
No.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I just don't think there's much I've got.
So in the 10-year, is it still that MGP blend with their stuff, Anthony?
So it's all MGP.
It's all MGP.
Yeah. If you look at the back of the bottle, it'll say distilled in Indiana, and it'll be all MGP. But it is their custom blend, the 95.5 and the 51 44 or whatever. It is great. I'm trying to think it's
Kevin O'Malley he said bullet 12.
Nonsense. I have bullet 12 and it's great. I love bullet 12 and it's a great value at $50. The Sagamore Rye 10-year just is more fruity sweet to me, than bullet 12. Which is a really good bullet.
I've seen the Sagamore 10 around here. I just have to go pick it up, Mack. It's around here. I'll get it.
Well, so Anthony, you said you love the 10.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic, and it's not only fantastic; it's crushed other things like Michter's 10-year rye.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I will say that if everyone looking for a Michter's 10-year rye, grab this Sag 10. Do it. I mean. And blind it and do it a real blind because I've done it before and Sag 10 beat the Michter's 10-year rye. It did not beat the barrel strength rye for me, but it was still close. Anyway,
I mean, for the question, the 9-year to the 10-year, it depends on the night. I like the 9-year too, for the Sagamore rye. I prefer the 10-year consciously. But I haven't actually blinded it, so I don't know.
Okay. So, well, thank you, Anthony, for coming back on.
No problem.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Have a good one. Right. But yeah, Hack, you got to grab the 10-year.
I will.
I'm trying to barrel.
I've seen it around. I just haven't grabbed it. That was, but yeah, no, I just grabbed this. Do you remember when we thought this was the best rye we'd ever had?
Yeah. And
we have so much better.
I know,
when I have this and I go back to it and all the ryes that we have now, I'm like, no.
It's great. These are great. Like the barrel strength ryes are great sippers, but I feel like we are. Yeah,
we found better now.
And as Anthony said even earlier, and I think we've alluded to, we are in the year of the rye, my friend. There's no shortage of great rye out there. If you have not if you have not gotten into rye yet and you're watching this, I think the Sag 10 is a great place to start. And like I would just start there, and it bridges that gap. It's still got the rye quality, but it's not full on 95.5 that gets super vegetal or savory. It's got a good fruity thing, good sweet dessert thing. So anyway, love me some Sagamore.
This was a fun night, man. I had a lot of
This has
fun
been
doing
awesome.
this. This is like I thoroughly enjoyed this. And Anthony's he's so knowledgeable. And somebody posted earlier, this was a super nerdy night.
Hell yeah, it was.
I'm not sorry.
Neither. Well, no, I think that was a
I'm not
compliment,
sorry.
right? I take it as a compliment.
Here's the thing. Like I am grateful for people in this whiskey journey that can nerd out and teach us things that there's no way we would know.
I just did the Knob Creek 7 single barrel thing that was 38 minutes, and we put it up there. Not a lot of people are going to watch that, but like the reason I like whiskey and doing this is to do stuff like that, Hack, and like I don't care. Like you know what I mean? I care about like doing stuff we like to do, and I thank you guys.
Here's where I would care. If our members and the people that watched us a lot, if they said, Hack,
oh yeah,
Mac, y'all got to do, like, I would listen. But like for the most part, if we please this group of people, but then again, I think that there are people out there that in their whiskey journey that might eventually look for a little more in depth. And that's where these super fan episodes, I love it because they'll get into the nerdy side.
Yeah. And maybe we could do, Hack, maybe we could do an episode someday of like just entry level, like stock your bar episode. I think that'd be fun.
We should do that. We should.
Right. Like, but like there's channels out there that do that. There's channels out there that just like cheers the bottle and they go.
Oh, Randall, this may be my one more pour tonight.
Oh shit.
What about that Corbin and Cash? We may get to that. Hell yes, Randall. Thank you for mentioning
our
that.
Guy.
In the meantime, I gotta make somebody happy.
Let's do it.
And that somebody is Jay. And he caught you, sir. You were shopping for some seltzers this week, and apparently this is you.
What?
I didn't know you liked seltzers that much. And then I didn't know that you dressed like a traffic cone.
And then that man looks a little different from me.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm gonna try to.
This is like the Middle East version of Mac.
I was like different ethnicity for sure. Different ethnicity here. We love all ethnicities at Hack and Mac. But
here's the thing about JG. I don't think he's using the paid version of ChatGPT.
You said this other night, Hack, when we were you're like, of all the things that like AI could solve, we are expending water and resources the size like Bangladesh could be powered on how much JG and Tim use ChatGPT for.
No, there are customers that I have that cannot power their laundry plants, that they are providing essential services to hospitals because the data centers are pulling too much power away. And because our dumbasses are doing this with AI.
He pulled it right from my Facebook. I know he's got my Facebook. I didn't even know I had a Facebook.
I love this. JG. Scott says that Jay has Temu Jet.
That's so great. That is so great.
Oh, ChatGPT busy churning out Porky Spice.
No. Tim, don't start on the Porky Spice thing. I hope
Porky Spice, bro. Last week,
Spice. For those,
I was crying. I was laughing.
So I was crying too. Anyway. I hope the fans, even if you're just watching us, if that was your first episode of Hack and Mac and we were crying laughing about Porky Spice, I'm sorry and you're welcome, because that was amazing.
I'm like you said, I like that you said I'm sorry and you're welcome, because that's what you pay for, people. You
That's
pay
right.
for Porky
That's
Spice
your
comment.
that's your $3 and $6 a month, and we actually really do appreciate that. And you get Porky Spice content out of this. Oh my god.
It hasn't come through yet, Jay. Jay sent me another picture. He said it hadn't come through yet. Look. All right. So we've been streaming for 3 hours now because we did an hour before. We did these 2 hours. We need to like wind it down. I will go into the Discord and hang out tonight. I will because we have no work tomorrow.
Wait, we need to do one more pour.
Oh, okay. What do you want to do?
Look at this. We got to do one more pour.
I know. I used my wrong glass already. How am I gonna pour this out? Because I don't really like that tonight.
Which
after I had the Sagamore,
I got a merch update.
Oh, give it.
It's in the works. It is. But it's
Wait,
moving.
what?
It's moving. It's moving. The merch up. It's moving.
That's your whole update.
Yeah, but I've been doing stuff on it. I got the rope hat. I got the rope hat request. Believe me, we'll have some rope hats. We'll have some dad hats for Hack, and we'll have some cool hats.
I wear dad hats. Do I? Is this a dad hat?
Kind of.
Is this dad hat? Is it just because it's not flat brim?
I know. I mean, no, it's not. It's not just flat brim. And we'll have a big ass hat for Matthew.
You need a really big hat. You need one of those Mario hats.
I specifically asked the vendor, can it fit like a 5-gallon bucket? Because we need that size for Matthew's head.
Candace says, I need tea on the merch screenshots.
That's coming, Candace. That's coming.
I like how you're like, I have an announcement on the merch. And I'm like, oh, this is exciting. I'm working on it.
I should not have maybe this wasn't maybe this shouldn't have been added to the agenda.
And then Tim says, was it you or the producer?
It was, I don't know what you're talking about, Tim.
Jay Will wants rope hats. I like the rope hats too.
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah. Rope hats are a part of it. I've already
JG, I'm only buying a quilted hat.
Yes.
Warren says, merch update. You somehow have two. Okay.
Oh my God. Todd was so pissed.
Todd, listen. If you put it on your list of things you're giving people,
you have to do it, Todd.
You got to do it.
Oh, I told him that when he came over. And then did you see last week I had 2 1090? I don't know how I have two 1090 cleanse. But
probably because one of them's supposed to come to me or something.
I know, right? Dave, it'll totally be Tater
Country merch versus urban merch.
There
Mack,
we go.
Is it Tater merch? Yeah. Okay.
I think we got to do the Corbin Cash.
Let's do Corbin Cash one more pour, and then I'll go to Discord.
Wait, maybe we should.
So I did a hunt video that has not been doing very well, actually. Of Barrel Shop in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I think it's maybe because there's not a lot of tater bottles in it. It's a lot of curated picks. It's a I would tell you, I really like Barrel Shop a lot. They have an online store. You can actually order this. I think that Randall sent me a message. He ordered this bottle. Randall, do you have this yet? If you're still listening. But this was a pick that the name of it is One Ride, Rule Them All. I think there was like a bunch of whiskey tubers that came together and did this pick. It's called the Whiskey 6. I don't know who all it was. I'm sorry, but I missed out on the one you have, Mac, and I was super sad. So I got the closest thing I could.
Was Anthony on this pick at 210? Anthony's still here. Oh, Anthony, can we bring Anthony back up?
No,
Anthony,
we're not bringing.
Okay, I know.
Look, you just keep.
I know.
He is still back in the back. Do you want to bring Anthony back up one more time?
Can we do one more for the last pour, and then Anthony else?
Anthony,
is it okay, Anthony?
Yeah, we're good.
You're the best. Anthony's the man. You were part of this pick with 210, right? Corbin Cash.
Yeah, kind of part of it. Yeah, I went to California for it, but.
Well, I don't know what that means fully.
Well, what it means is I was signing off on Andy's pick. So I was
Oh, okay.
basically like he actually did all the picking, all the tasting through barrels. I went there and they did a 21090 meetup, and he's like, "Hey, is this actually good?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's fucking good."
So you've been there to Corbin to the
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I was at Corbin Cash, a great place to go to.
So Hack, I just want to ask it. So Anthony, I am in love with this rye. And
That's a 10-year.
yeah, this is so mine, it's the 210 147 proof Corbin Cash rye.
You got
So
10 more proof points on me. I'm 137.
Okay. And then Hack bought one from Barrel. What is it? Barrel Proof?
Barrel Proof in no, Barrel Shop in
Shop.
Lafayette, California. Yep.
But maybe Anthony, could you just tell us a little bit about your impression of Corbin Cash and why you like the rye?
Well, it's the thing I like about Corbin Cash is that it has a lot of terroir aspects to it. He has a sweet potato farm there, as well as his rye farm, and he's surrounded by almond fields. And there's just something about the actual like rye grains that pick up on this terroir alongside the aging barrels that have the whole area gives it an earthy quality that is lacking in many other like more separated out warehouses, because like most distilleries make a rick house and they make rick houses that are separated from everything, and there's no like environment to influence, however subtly the aging. But Corbin Cash is actually on an actual working farm and brings in some of these earthy kind of things. They're fantastic. And of course, the 21090 one is absolutely fantastic.
So growing up in Texas on a ranch, and then also having experience working with hay, that kind of stuff, this does not have that earthy hay flavor that I get on certain things that really turn me off.
Okay. Yeah.
But here's what like you said something that is nails. I also own the sweet potato. And this has that underlying, you said the terroir, which that's way more intelligent, I would put it. But there's an underlying nature of that sweet potato that is in this rye that you can taste through it. And it's not so, to me, it's not as much earthy. It is more like a garden thing, where it's more like it is. Yeah. It's not, it's like sweet vegetable, like not like celery and onion, but more like carrot.
Yep.
Anthony, on this Corbin Cash, I finally, and I've had this so many times, and I've talked, and you came over, you and Kayla came over. I did the whole tea thing. We did this.
God, so good.
I get it. It just sort of clicked here of like a grilled beet.
Oh, interesting.
So where where you have the anise sort of quality of a beet, when you grill a beet, it caramelizes and it kind of brings a sweetness too, which anise and like black licorice are not my favorite notes, but when it's in certain things, I love it. And it is hitting right now with that.
The beet is a great note. That's a great note.
Anthony, what do you get on?
I guess probably the word I was looking for is root vegetable. Like because carrot, beet, it's a sweet root vegetable, but it's not. There's not the earth dirt thing that I get on. And here's the thing: there's some of these Heaven Hills that they double oak, and some of these Bartons that they double oak. They're around that 6 to 8 year that just tastes like straight farm earth, and I don't like them at all.
Right.
This doesn't taste like farm earth. It tastes like a root vegetable.
So,
but a sweet note.
Jay, sweet dessert candy vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Anthony, is it okay if you just come on every stream and you're our expert? Hack will pay you.
I love how you've said goodbye to him 3 times and told him to come back every time.
Anthony's my guy. All right, Anthony, you're the man. we'll let you go for this time, and then we'll bring you on next stream. Much love, buddy. That was so awesome. I mean, the guy. If you go to Barrel Pick with Anthony, it is enlightening, and he's just the best dude ever. So, Hack, you remember you had this one at my place, and you fell in love. I need to send you sample. I want you to send a sample of that to me.
Let's. We got a lot of that stuff we need to do. We need to swap stuff like you. And by the way, I didn't mention my guy here, Mack. I've been on the hunt for this bottle forever, and he found it for me yesterday. A Michter's 10 bourbon for $300. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Because that's one I've been wanting forever. And so we're gonna do the swap thing on that too. But I'm trying to get the master distiller of Michter's on. I have his card. We'll see if he comes on, but that'd be a fun show.
Yeah, hopefully he's never watched the show, because if he did, he'd never come on.
Oh, I love Cindy. See you in 3 minutes, Anthony.
I love this one. Wait, what? Like an NFL game when they go to yeah.
They pull him up.
Yeah, when they pull the ref up, they're like, "What do you think about that pass interference call, Anthony?"
Anthony could totally be that. Oh,
was that a strike? All right.
We need to spin this wheel, sir.
If I ever grill a beet, please check to see if I have a fever.
Like meat.
I'm telling you, Terry, I'm a.
Oh, thank you, Naomi. Thank you.
Terry, I'm a huge. I'm going to say this, and it's going to be clipped unfairly. I'm a huge meat guy. I like meat, and I started to like grilled beets. Anyway, Hack, you doing your thing? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to hold on. Jay keeps sending AI pictures, and I try to please everybody, right? Like it's
hard. It's only been 2 hours, and it's a holiday weekend.
This is apparently me in a Mexican prison, I think, with gerbils.
Damn, you look badass.
Yeah, why does my AI look so much better than yours?
My AI is always like fat. Yours is like ripped.
I kind of look cool.
Not that you don't look cool.
No, I do. I look kind of cool.
Wait, what is that?
Gerbil food there.
Oh, a gerbil?
Yeah.
What's on your shirt, bro?
Still Austin Whiskey Company. I look good there, actually. Thank you, Jay.
You look like you're, about to start a fight. That is a huge gerbil.
Sydney, that gerbil is not going anywhere but out.
Okay. All right. You just mentioned the master distiller of Michter's. I don't think he's
talking about gerbils too big to go on my anus.
All right. Okay. All right. Let's get to the wheel.
All right. Should we spin the wheel?
I see Richard Gere in the chat.
Richard Gere.
No. Hack. No. Hack. No. Don't do it. Hack.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna be good.
I had to say something about the whistle pig earlier. Tim. No, Tim.
The whistle pig. The whistle pig did not look happy, did he? Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Naomi sent me an email. Thank you, Naomi. Thank God for Naomi. Jesus, what would we do without her?
I think she does more for this channel than me, frankly. Oh God.
It's hard being the good looks. It's hard.
Good God.
Copy.
I love this rye. You know what's bad is that this is 147 proof, and I was like, oh, this is just sipping this down like nothing.
You're like, well,
this is great.
What is the wheel right now? Thank you everybody that donated tonight. We got 4 prizes, if I'm remembering correctly. We've got the Sagamore 9-year store pick, the Sagamore 10 from Foot Doc. Thank you so much, Foot Doc, for that. I gotta take notes or this will never happen. Hold
on. It's all good. I can Hack, you do you. I can roll.
No, I got it. So we've got 4 prizes. We've got the 9-year.
Look at this. Naomi does not exist until she is on camera. I promise she's real.
Cindy,
is
we've
she?
been having some
Or is
hangouts.
she?
Cindy doesn't believe you have a girlfriend.
I know it's hard to believe. It is hard to believe.
That's not what I meant.
I know, Hack. It is what you meant, punk.
It is 100% not what I meant. She's lucky to have you.
Aw.
All right,
It's
so
it's the other way around, my friend.
okay, here we go. I'm ready. We got 4 prizes tonight. I'm ready. I've
4.
got the wheel loaded because Naomi is the goat.
Mack eats again. Yeah, I am kind of hungry.
I've got.
Hack's
thank
been
God.
chowing this whole time.
Thank God, Mama Hack hooked me up with the charcuterie because it would have been a rough night tonight. All right. Why do people watch us? I have no idea. All right, here we go. I'm gonna load
Wait,
this.
Nigeria Falls? What do you, JG? What are you talking about?
Nigeria Falls. What are we talking about?
Naomi must be insane. These are all.
Naomi.
I don't know what that.
You have to be old enough to get that reference, and I do, Cindy. Oh, God, this Corbin Cash rye is so good, dude.
I kind of want some tea.
Oh, thank you, Terry. Most fun on a live stream in a long time. Thank you.
That's awesome, Terry. You're the man. I'm glad. See, she's real. And I didn't just type that myself.
All right. Should I spin this thing?
Let's spin that thing.
All right, hold on. Or should we pull Anthony back up?
Yeah, and tell us how you feel about this wheel. Doing the Lord. Wait, what are you talking about, Jay?
God.
What are you sipping on, Jay? Doing the Lord's word?
Doing the Lord's word. What?
Jay, what did you bring?
tea.
Jay's with the fam. Jay's with the fam on his. Anyway, I'm not sorry. I shouldn't tell what Jay's doing for his weekend.
How do you know what Jay's doing?
Because we're buds. But anyway, I hope you got some good pours, my friend, and I hope the weekend's been great.
Naomi, show yourself.
She's real. Oh yeah.
We have rumors, Naomi. Is she from Canada and a friend of your cousin?
There's a Canadian connection.
Oh, Naomi, I love it. This Naomi's the goat. Waiting for my 210.90.
Oh,
210.90.
I'm not even joking. There is a 210.90 thing that will happen.
Let's go.
All right.
I like Graveshot taking it. Bourbon Bill hasn't met an Okie whiskey. Doesn't like. It's not great.
Unless it's MSRP over $60.
Okay. We're gonna shuffle. We're gonna spin.
As I just called. Oh my God! I just called Hack Mack. I just called Hack my own name.
This is what happens.
This is what happens when you've been streaming for 3 hours.
Okay. Here's the 9-year pick that Mack picked up today. Mack, tell us about the 9-year pick you picked up.
This thing is awesome, and by awesome I mean I have not even had to taste it. But it is one of the older picks here in DC. From the 9. It's 9 years, 110 proof. Look at this color. I'm excited for this. I've not got to try it, I hope
this wheel doesn't count. Hold on.
this is starting great.
No, Rye Guy says he doesn't see his name. I want to make sure it's included.
All right, well then get out of this, because then if someone gets picked, they're going to be
okay. Woo. 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 Okay. Naomi, Rye Guy said he didn't see his name. Can you double check the list you emailed me, please? Is he
Checking.
Rye Guy? Did you send it in
Rye Guy? Rye
he
Guy.
does Venmo all the time, Naomi.
What's his Venmo name? Rye Guy, what's your Venmo name? He sent it early. Venmo.
It might have been like earlier tonight.
Yeah.
Ramiro Souza.
What is it?
Ramiro Souza.
Ramiro?
Charles E.
Charles E.
Oh, that was at 8:41. I mean,
Yeah. So
okay, so we can add him manually to the list because we started at 9.
oh, okay. So I think the earlier, but it was at 8:41 before. I think she started at 9 doing the.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to add those, Naomi?
2 entries for Charles.
No, two entries, and yeah, she's adding. Heck.
Or she.
Oh, she is. Okay, cool.
Or what do you want? I need to not be involved in this. Sorry. What
I need to not be involved in it.
that hack? If you can add 2 entries for Rye Guy,
I got
that'd
you.
be great.
Is that the only one I'm missing?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry, Charles. We apologize.
Yeah,
We just started it at 9, which is but guess what? You're in, and we'll do another spin. And
It's all good. It's
Oh.
all good. I'm just double checking. Right after Rye Guy, it was let's see. The next one was Dave V. Do we have Dave V
that?
in here?
Do you have
Yep.
Dave B in there?
Yep. There's two Dave V's.
Yeah.
So
So,
we're
I
good.
think it was just the timing.
It was just the timing. Sorry, Charles. We got you, buddy. I
We got you,
promise.
Charles.
Okay, back up.
Here we go.
Sorry, everybody. But thank you, Charles, for catching that. We promise that was not intentional, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. This is for the 9-year Sagamore.
9-year Sag.
We've been streaming a long time, y'all. We've been drinking a lot. I had a lot of fun tonight, though.
This has been awesome. Look at this color. I want to crack this, but I will not because it's going to one of you.
No. Do not crack that. We're sending that out.
I know. Looks good.
Jay says, Naomi, shout out if you need help. Yeah. Okay,
Hey,
Jay.
everyone settle down. Mac, don't you dare ever fuck it up. You've made it, sir. I know. Just everyone. I'm trying not to. Okay.
That's
Everyone
too much
settle-
pressure on my guy.
Everyone
Don't
settle
put that
down.
much pressure on him. We don't want to put pressure. Look, Corey Jean, do not put
Gold.
additional pressure. Oh,
Stop
Andy
it.
Gold.
Andy.
He's coming to Gauchos.
Nice. Do you have Andy's
I do.
address?
I do.
friend?
I got his info. Actually,
Coming
just
to
send
you.
it to me. I'll get it to Andy.
All right. I'll send it to you with a nice Michter's 10.
All right,
Andy, I
here we
want to
go.
hear your thoughts on this single barrel.
I can't wait. All right, here we go. This is for the 10-year. This is from Foot Doc, our friend Tim, who's a big Sagamore fan and donated this to the channel. Foot Doc, love you, man. Thank you so much. I got
awesome.
to hang out with him a little bit at Spillway. Great dude.
I feel like he lives near me and you hung out with him more in the past year than me.
Well, you
hang out.
gotta venture out more than 1.5 miles from your domicile.
Hey, today I went 30 miles.
Holy shit, that's like, my God, are you okay?
It was tough, Slowest wheel on whiskey tube, JG.
Well, yeah.
Slowest wheel.
And
on
look,
all
Rye
whiskey.
Guy is gonna win. Oh, is he?
Oh.
Let's go. See, I'm so
What did
glad
he
we got
win?
him added. The 10-year from Foot Doc. I'm gonna get you his info. The next is our guy Anthony. So the samples we did tonight, you guys are gonna get those.
Oh,
So
that's
this is for the
awesome.
sample pack. Good luck, everybody.
This is such a great, Anthony did such a great job curating this experience. I'm very excited. This giveaway is going to be really cool.
My God, that cherry maple was like,
I know.
He
I
knew
saw
what I would like.
when I
He knew
tasted.
what
I
would
was like, when I tasted, I knew you were gonna lose
oh
your
my
mind.
gosh.
It was awesome
Oh,
dessert.
Anthony says for whoever gets it, he can customize it.
Oh,
Is it gonna be Wes or Terry? Oh, it's gonna get to Terry.
Oh, Terry. Oh, is it?
Yep.
Nice,
Towers.
Terry. Congrats.
Congratulations, sir. Customized. I mean, my God, could you get a better sample pack in the world than from
know.
Anthony?
Yeah.
All right. And last up is Lance. And I missed what he put. I know that it was a Sagamore. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but this is
I think it
from
was a
Lance.
9-year pick.
Okay.
But Lance, if you're still in here, let us know. But I think it was a 9-year pick like this.
Okay. All right. So this is the last for the night. Good luck to everyone. Thank you to everybody that donated tonight and was here
You're
tonight.
awesome. Here we go.
Good luck. Lance is a very generous
Oh, Lance,
person.
man,
You know
that
that?
was so much fun with Lance at Southern Collective.
You know what? I think that's what I'm going to drink when we go to the
Yep.
Discord.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to drink Nashville butter cake.
let's
think.
do it. I know if Todd didn't drink all my damn Nashville butter cake.
Damn it, Todd. Dave, is Terry Powers going to win too?
Terry, put it in reverse, Terry.
Terry Powers.
Nice.
Terry Powers won the sample pack and the Lance bottle. Congratulations. And then Rye Guy, the 10-year, Andy with the 9-year. Congratulations, fellas. We appreciate you guys.
Awesome. This is, yeah, man. This is why, I don't know why we do this, right? Like having the expertise of Anthony and in Sagamore, which I feel like people know, but they don't fully, they see it on the shelves, but they don't know. And we got to really
I
dig
definitely
in.
didn't.
Yeah. So
I'm so excited to download this episode to Spotify because when I can just drive in the car and not have distractions and just listen to it, it soaks in. And for me,
can I say something? Sorry.
Yeah.
You are killing it. And the fact that our stuff's on Spotify and it's like everywhere. And anyway, thank you, Hack. Like you're doing an awesome job. And yeah, it's awesome. So we have something on Spotify. You can like download, listen, and drive, right? So thank you, sir.
And I travel a ton, and I would love to tell you I do it for other people. I'm selfish, and I do it for me because, like, when we do these live streams, I'm managing the chat, but also I have a hard time just focusing in on the guest. And so for me, like, I love to listen to it back on Spotify when I'm doing something different. And yeah, so and then. Yeah, so Rye Guy says and TikTok, yeah. So we have a TikTok too, Mac. That I know that you know nothing about, but I hate TikTok with a passion because I'll post something and then we've been banned so many times.
Why? Because you talk about buffalo nuts, or
no? It's not even that. It's not like I'm not even talking about like sticking gerbils in my ass. It's literally just normal stuff. Like, that's what's funny. I think if I talked about gerbils in my ass, TikTok would let it go. But like, it's funny.
But because it's alcohol, you get strike.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah. Well, there's always Spotify. This has been awesome, man.
All right, guys, we're gonna hang out tonight I am. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still rolling.
We're gonna do one more pour over in the Discord, which is part of our membership. If you're here and you're like, how do I get a part of that? Well, there's a little join button. You can join, be part of our membership group, and then go over the membership tab. There's a post and you click it, you join our Discord, and then you have to link your YouTube. I know that's a lot you have to do. I thought about doing like a video where I just like kind of walk people through how to do it. But anyway, a lot of y'all are there. We'll hang out there. It's after dark time, like Cindy says. It's been an awesome Sunday. No work tomorrow. Happy Memorial Day. And again, thank you immensely to the folks that have given their lives for us, because we couldn't even do this dumb stuff we do without them. And I love you, Warren, for sharing what you shared.
Warren.
Let me share that at the beginning of the show. And we'll see you guys in a minute. We'll be there shortly. Whiskey should be fun. I hope you had fun tonight. I did.
I did too.
Love you, Mac. We'll see y'all over there.
Cheers.
So for all the people that came here tonight,
cheers.
Everybody in the room,
cheers.
hey, this YouTube thing has been fun, but it's way more fun hanging out with you.
Cheers,
And we appreciate everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, damn, that's good.
Oh, the rye is so good.
Damn, that's good.
Oh,
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers,
one more
y'all.
pour. Have
More
one
pour,
more
y'all.
pour
Have
with
one more
somebody you
pour.
love, because you never know when it's that last pour.
That's true, buddy.
Cheers. Good night, y'all. Have a good night.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I promise.